Hello, one and all, and welcome to Deadlands Lost Colony. We're having fun and games with people loading in, so computer issues. We're giving people a chance to log in, so give us a sec. Let's try re-illuminating myself. Yes, last time, yes, we did leave you in the middle of a fight, but just to remind everyone, I do believe, I'm going to check myself actually, because I can't remember how much was agreed. So you were hired by Holstrom Industries, I seem to recall.
Oh no.
As yep, and so basically, Marta Deal, I should say, Deal offered $10,000 plus normal operating expenses um, to act as to charter your ship, and basically you were chartered to fly to the second continent on Banshee, known as Two. They imaginatively named the continents one and two. One is where you all normally live, and two is the one that is sort of very much left to the wilds. Anouks are on there, but they speak a different language and they're not known to be as friendly. So you were headed. The coordinates you were given took you to Two's desert region, composed mostly of rugged bandlands, and instead of a smooth windswept plain, it was ravines, gullies, hoodoos, sculpted by the millennia of Banshee's harsh winds. I seem to recall your pilot, Roger, did a fairly good landing, but it did get you about 10 miles from the final site. But you did overfly the destination, and that's where you saw a crashed ship.
Ooh.
And so that's basically the ultimate destination you were heading to. Marta Deal,
Okay.
Marta Deal came basically got you to escort her, but she also does have a contingent of Hellstrom Industry Marines with her. So you came along to help through any labour. You moved through the Badlands. I seem to recall you did.
Some natives.
Yes, you did have a clash with the natives, didn't you? You basically, yeah, the natives were
We fight. Oh yeah, they attacked us on the back of them chihuahuas, didn't they?
Yeah. Basically, the Anouks over here basically had armor adorned with skulls and other trophies cut from bodies of victims. So anyway, you fought them off, the Moknar warriors. Then you basically, as you got closer and closer to the crashed ship, things you noticed out of the corner of your eyes, things started. Even out the corner of your eye, you'd see movement, but when you looked, there'd be nothing there. And as you got closer and closer, shadows seemed to become darker and more oppressive, and every so often you'd look at shadows and you could have sworn they were like skulls shaped shadows and stuff like that. It's all very unnerving as you got closer to this crashed ship. And eventually you reached the site, and it was eerily quiet. And very there was just this very unpleasant feeling that gave you really didn't feel too good about you made your way into the rear section of the ship, which was the engineering section, and that's where you basically you searched the area, and that's where you found a pentagram etched into the ground, and in the center of the pentagram was a cube.
That's never any.
Marta seemed very intrigued.
I made it in.
Brilliant. Marta seemed very intrigued by the cube, and you. Oh, that was it. Yes, yes. I'm not sure if anyone did actually touch the cube, but basically,
No, she wouldn't let us anywhere near it. She told us to go
whole room is bathed in a faint blood red light, and as you left that area, as Marta was examining the cube, you couldn't help but shake the feeling that it was like someone was whispering a single word in your ear over and over again. But as soon as the doors closed behind you, those are the doors back there, all went quiet. But you can still, if you think too hard about it, you're still convinced that someone was repeatedly saying "murder" in your ear over and over again. So,
What were they saying?
murder.
Then we got
Radar?
attacked by a bunch of slashers.
Red
And then
drum,
you-
red drum.
Red run backwards, yeah. and then you stepped out into an area with some light, and you were attacked. And I seem to recall it was quite unpleasant. They literally came out of the darkness. The shadows seemed to move with them as they appeared out of the darkness. They'd attack and dove back into the shadows, and that's how we left it.
And new round.
And a new round, and away we go. You should have new adventure cards and new everything, in fact. Benny's and everything reset. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come up there, get to there. Frenzied attack on Himini. Oh dear.
Okay, I'm going to play that card straight away.
Okie dokie. So you don't take 16 points of damage from the first attack because you've turned it into a critical failure, which we'll deal with in a second. The second, because it's simultaneous, basically the second attack will still affect you, and then we'll deal with the critical failure from the first one. Okay, the second attack shakes you.
Second attack just automatically hit me, did it?
It's frenzied attacks. It's 2 attacks at the same time.
Oh, right. So both attacks, if one attack hits, they both hit. You only roll damage without doing attack.
I rolled 2 attacks
No,
first.
no, he rolled 2 attacks. It all happens all at once.
Yeah. You got hit with a raise
Oh, right. Okay.
and
I
a
see.
hit. So you change the hit from a raise to a critical failure. So what I'm going to say is basically, as the slasher goat starts to move back into the cover of darkness, the girders that it's standing on give way, and it loses its balance, and it doesn't get to escape back into cover, leaving it exposed and vulnerable. Morgana.
Now, I can see the one that's up here near Roger, and Roger's already injured. So I'm just going to blast him with the M21.
Okie dokie.
Oh, for...
Oh, okay. Fortunately, there's
Hey,
no one
he
between...
doesn't need any help.
Okay, fortunately, there is no one between you and it, so I can't have you shoot them. So obviously, instead, I think what we're going to have to do is you were using your blaster, weren't you?
The M21.
M21 3-round burst. It only fires standard caseless. So we can't have any fun and games like exploding plasma pistols. So obviously, we're going to have it fully jammed. 2 successes needed.
Yes, start out as I mean to go on.
You can still move, of course, if you want to.
Oh no, I'm gonna, because he's gonna have trouble getting to me. So
Unfortunately, it's the gun's really nasty jammed up. The multiple rounds tried to fire in, and it's just a horrible mess. Okay,
Then
Roger, you unshake.
I'll drop that and pull out my NK and my other one for the next
Okay.
round.
Roger.
Yeah, I will 3-round burst this thingy as well.
Okay. Oh,
Good luck.
I've got the lighting wrong for this place. Let's change.
Do we have a map? Could you reshare the map?
Double click on your token on the combat tracker, it will open the map up for you.
Sorry, that's better. The lighting wasn't right. Wasn't blood red enough. There we go.
Thank you. Double click on the. Let's see.
Okay.
I wasn't quick
21.
enough. He sent me the map.
3-round burst.
Ah, thank you.
No worries. So let's see. If
Oh, for some reason, I'm not on the combat tracker.
Ah, were you not here last time?
No, I had severe stomach issues last time.
That's okie dokie. So who's missing from the...
So bad that I passed out and bruised a rib. So,
Oh, nice.
It was an ordeal.
James is missing. Party sheet. If I just go menu, no, I don't want to do that in case it mucks up the initiative. James, add you to the combat tracker. Deal you a card. Obviously, you're in shock because you're obviously higher up at this point on initiative. So I'll put you on hold, if that makes sense. But you can interrupt at any time. You can act at any time, but because we've gone past you on initiative, the easiest thing to do is put you on hold, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, so Deckard's up next, unless Doc wants to interrupt. One slasher goes down. By the way, sorry. Roger killed one very effectively.
The problem with those slashers is that they don't stay down; they get back up.
No, they stay down. It's just they don't stay in the light very long.
This is not a slasher movie, then.
Oh, I apologise. I need to put him back on the map. He's shaken. He's not. You shot him, didn't you? He's shaken. He's not actually killed.
Blood splatter's in the right spot anyway.
The one I
Nearly.
just.
Oh no, I did 2 wounds and he only soaked 1.
Yes, but yes, yeah, he's shaken.
Oh, then deny my movement. Deny my movement.
Okay.
Hang on,
Sorry,
you moved the slasher that was near me. Now he's vanished. You just nicked my slasher.
I don't see him either.
There's a slasher thief on the move.
Okay, Slasher 2 is back where he should be. Slasher has been respawned. Don't forget that counts as... Yeah.
I was just seeing how far away he was. That's all.
Easiest way to do that is both. If you hold down both mouse buttons and drag, you can literally drag out a measurer to wherever you.
Yeah, I'm on a MacBook laptop.
Fair enough.
Is there a control or an alt button I can use to do that?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, because I don't have a mouse button.
No, I know what you mean. The other thing you could do is, of course, if you target it, if you target.
Oh yeah, that's you're absolutely right. And there I see it. My bad.
That's okay. I will have to fire on the Mac and see how you do it.
All right. So
use a MacBook.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
Hey. All right. So
hey, I'm on a MacBook too.
Yeah. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to upcast my bolt at this guy and try and take care of him. Okay. And so you see, so hopefully, let's see what you
From your perspective, Rogers really slammed, a full 3-round burst. He hit the thick thing full on. Nothing mortal should still be standing after the way Roger hit it, and it still is. Okay, so you bolt it. Roll for damage.
So yeah, I upcast the bolt. So for 3, I'll take
damage.
that up.
Yep.
I'll take that in a second.
Okay, thank you very much. It remains shaken. Doesn't seem to be affected by your bolt in any way.
Okay, can I step in now?
Of course you can.
All right, so then I'm going to move forward 6 and shoot him.
Okay.
This one there. Excuse me.
You are excused.
All right. What's the range? 8.
Yep.
Okay, so when I moved the turn up, him and his shaking thing came off, so he took his shake roll automatically.
Yeah, it's automatic. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, I know. I just was making the comment. That's what was happening. Well, someone else.
That's absolutely fine. Yep.
I'll give it both barrels at short range.
Okie dokie.
Let's see how this goes.
You hit with both barrels. Hang on, this one shouldn't be vulnerable, but it doesn't matter. Roll for damage. Wow, that's impressive. It's
The
shaken.
shotguns are nasty.
Yep. You blow huge chunks out of it. It's still standing.
Oh, jeez.
Ready?
Somebody made this. It's not
It's dead or it's still alive?
It's still there. It's only shaken. It's been shot at. It's been shotgunned. It's been bolted, and it's shaken. It's still standing.
It's a wild card.
It's not a wild card.
Oh, it's not?
It's immune.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Could be.
Well, now we know how it survived.
There's something that some bad guys have that, they don't really take a lot of damage.
Now we know how it survived the crash.
Himedy moves up to the one that basically got its ankle trapped in the girder, and it was clambering back down to get back into the shadows. And if we're talking, we can't hear you, Mr. Himedy, sir.
So do we need to target specific areas? Do we need to blow their brains out?
That's a good question. You might have to try.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, when I got a critical fail on the very first roll for a player character in the game, that should have warned y'all.
Re-rolling. Okay, you can hear Himedy basically. Okay, you shake it.
Okay, and then I will pass my turn.
Okay, over to you, Jinx. Looks like you've targeted a lot of people there for some interesting reason. Or was that last time?
That was last time because I was boosted people. Yeah.
Of course you did. I shall clear your targets for you then. Over to you, sir.
Okay.
Snap next. I'll get working next week.
It's shaken. It is in the darkness, so I cannot see it apparently. Oh, there we go.
I said friends.
Hasn't somebody else. 8. I would have to run to get there, so we're not gonna do that. So, come on, finish it off! It's on its last legs. And
I'm afraid it didn't.
Sorry,
unless
I'm
you
not-
do that as a support rather than a test. But as a test, I'm afraid.
No,
no,
I'm
you
not
targeted it. It was a test, wasn't it?
Okay, just new edge I haven't used before. I have to double check it.
Okay.
All right. Once per turn, you use work the room to roll an additional skill die when supporting with
others.
weapons. Okay, so I need another d6.
Yep.
I did not see what my wild die was.
That's okay. Just roll a d6 manually. Well, you rolled an additional skill die. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I get to support people.
Any ally. The additional dice supports any other ally. Okay, so any other ally who can. Okay, so basically everyone gets a. Everyone gets a +1 bonus on their next action because you worked the room.
Woo!
Linda.
Linda sees all this craziness happening, so she decides she's going to try and confuse this thing. And when she does that, she's gonna. Well, I can ignore up to 2 points of penalties. So let me know if there's anything I can do advantageously. But she's gonna pump the confusion with fatigue and glow, so that the
Okay.
thing remains visible. So that's a cost of 4,
Mhm.
which she's now paid for. And I'm going to roll the confusion die. Is there anything I can use to pump it to take advantage of my
Yeah,
2 points penalty cancellation?
No, probably not. Ironically,
Okay.
let's have a look. Powers. Don't forget, you get a plus. You get a +1 bonus though.
Okay. How do I? I put a +1 in the bottom
Just
there.
put
Don't I?
just put a +1 down the bottom there. Let's have a look at your
Okay.
confusion. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. There's no modifiers for this one, so you're okay.
Okay. I'm going to roll. That's only on the D8.
Oh, I tell a lie. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. It doesn't matter. You did have a wound, so you could have used the. You do technically get a +1 to negate your wound penalty.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because
Thank
you got if you'd got a 7, it would have made it a raise. But yeah, for future reference, that's how it. Yes, I didn't notice you were wounded. Okay, so confusion confounds a target, making both distracted and vulnerable if he fails a smarts roll. So the slasher's got to make a smarts roll. -2 would have been nice if you got the. Oh, look at that!
Ooh.
It doesn't critically fail, but it is vulnerable and distracted. Very nice.
That is good.
And glowing.
And glowing. Yeah, you did say glowing as well, didn't you? Which of
It's
course.
got that inner glow.
Actually, yeah. Let's do it that way. It looks nicer. It's one line. And it's glowing. So yeah, I must admit, I added all the effects in on
And I think
Sage
that's
Pathfinder, which makes life much easier. But there we go. So it's glowing, and that will last for 1 round because that's the duration of the spell. And I put it on the wrong one. Oh, I haven't. Oh no, I haven't.
so it should be a little easier to track.
Okay, that's actually, yes, it is easier to track. It's easy to hit, and the bonus is a +1 to hit it, basically, which is automatically factored in by your effect. Roger is meant to go first. However, I'm going to spend a Benny and see if I can jump up the combat tracker. The answer is no.
Now, when I hit end of turn, it was Himiny's turn, I thought, and then
I was last.
did you? You were last. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's good.
Great.
You were. It just got a bit funny because of order jumping, so I wouldn't worry. Roger is up first.
Well, fine. If I can't just shoot this thing and make it die, I'm going to put 1 in its head, or rather 3 in its head.
Okay. Cool shot to hit. -4 to hit.
But doesn't he get a +1 for whatever?
He's got 3-round burst, which should be factored in, yeah.
Support is
and +1 for support as well, yeah. +1 support, don't forget. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
so
I
only
did.
-3.
Actually, it's
Which means
-2.
that's only a...
Actually, it's only -2 because you're getting a +1 bonus for the shooting, a +1 bonus for the 3-round burst, isn't it?
Well, it
And what
totals out
about
to
+1 for the
I've got
glowing,
the
or is
+1.
that the shooting?
That's
I've got
one
the
the
+1 from
NPC.
the.
Yeah.
So let's Benny that.
Be my guest.
Still not going to make it.
That's interesting because I thought that was glowing, so you should have got a +1 bonus to attack that.
No, I think it just can't hide, is what glow
I think
does.
it's on the glow, but it's wrong. Maybe
Possibly.
because I see glow +1 on the slasher.
Yeah. But at attack +1 means any attacks on it should be at +1. But it's okay, we'll factor it in. Okay, so yeah,
let's go ahead and spend another Benny. Let's just go ahead and do this. There we go.
That looks good.
Did show glow
yes.
+1. Okay. Actually, it did show the +1 for the glow. So yeah, it is. It's just it was me misreading it. So that's okay. That's a hit with a raise. Roll that damage as you put 3 rounds into its head.
Looking good.
Yep. Given the amount of energy you spent on it, I hate to say it, but it's shaken.
Yeah, I expected as actually I expected as much. So I spent the bennies on purpose. It's all good.
Okay. It doesn't stop me feeling guilty about saying.
Well, if you feel that guilty, you can give me one back.
I might do. See how I feel in a minute. I don't know what happened there. Let's try that again. Okay, Deckard's up.
All right. So
Make it count. You don't have much time.
Make it count.
Yeah, well, when that that silly thing is still, I mean, he's still giving us trouble. And so what Deckard is going to do is try to do something a little different to help out instead of trying to go for the power. And he is going to. This slasher is a living creature, correct?
That's a very good question, actually.
As as opposed to like a robot of some sort.
I'm beginning to really appreciate. I'm really beginning to appreciate quite a few things that came out of Savage Pathfinder. Like they actually tell you what they are. It's humanoid. It's not. It's not metallic. It's not. It's not. It's not a robot. Yes.
Okay, so
It's a humanoid covered in a granular carapace. Jagged spines jut from the shell's joints and legs.
So it's not a construct.
No,
it's not a construct. All right, so I'm gonna shoot some of my a cloud of my nanobots at it and try to blind the thing.
Ah, no, that's a good call. I like that. A 9, nicely done. Blind with a raise means
Blind with a
raise. So hit it with that. Yep.
Blind with a raise is a trait -4, right?
Yep, that's the one. So just tick that little button down the bottom and you should target it for me. Thank you very much. Vigor
No, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you did. I know you did. I'm just.
So hopefully that helps us get him down because.
Hopefully. Doc's up now.
Right. So, what I want to do, and you can tell me what I need to roll to do this, or if it's even possible. I want to look at the slasher that I shot last round and see if I can tell if there's any. And I just saw Roger pop him in the head. I want to see if there's any point that seems more vulnerable, like where we can shoot it to put it down.
Okie dokie.
What I need to roll? Healing? He says, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm just really annoyed for where you are. Yeah, healing. Go for it. Make a healing roll. Okay, Doc. What you're noticing is although you look, you expect, you're seeing all gunfire and bullets and stuff hitting it. When you actually take the time to actually look, it doesn't look like any of the bullets are penetrating the carapace over it. And when it looks like stuff's being blown off it, it seems to mostly be detritus and dirt that's sort of it's picked up on its body and just bits of carapace that seem to be healing back very fast indeed. Almost, you can see like the bullet holes almost closing as soon as they're hit. However, you do notice there does seem to be the odd slash mark upon the creature.
Okay. So you've got to cut it apart. That's what I'm going to say. Bullets don't work.
I need to do more damage with my hit next time, then, don't I?
I'm going
See what
to
happens.
I'm going to have to spend a penny to unshake manually because that was horrifyingly awful. Not getting a decent. Okay, pace of. So I'm just going to go up. It's going to have to run.
He's
It's gonna,
blind too, isn't he?
yeah,
Blinded.
it is. It's going to have to run because of difficult terrain. I said.
It can run blind.
Oh yeah, it's just blind. Just affects its ability to.
You got to do an athletics roll to climb up onto that deck
No,
in
it
there.
just jumps.
Ah.
Point taken.
Okay, so it's at a height.
There we go. No problem.
Oh, no, I don't have.
Are those Marines within earshot?
Okay, it doesn't get up there. It's basically going to be stuck down there. So unfortunately, it's going to have to. Right, let's cut this back. I give you the fact you were right there. So it unfortunately doesn't actually have the pace to get up there. So instead of jumping up there and getting to sweep all of you, I just have to kill Rogers instead. Just because you pointed out I needed to make an athletics roll. Hope you feel good, Jiminy.
Better than killing Himini, right?
Wow.
But it's fighting blind, so.
It is fighting blind. Oh, it gets a vigor roll to attempt to remove the blindness, which it succeeds at, I'm afraid to say, because actually the vigor roll to remove blindness is not affected by blindness, because we asked. I forgot his name for a second.
Yeah, it wouldn't be, would it? Yeah, it wouldn't be affected by the blindness. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I that was my argument. It was confirmed by Clint. Mr. Jinx is up.
Okay.
Did I use for that?
Who is our melee characters?
Me.
Himini. I got an idea, but it'll have to wait because my last idea didn't work so good.
Where is Himini? I'm looking for you.
I'm over there.
North.
Are
You
you
can't
facing
see
up
him from where you
now?
are. He went through that door some time ago.
Over here.
I see you now. You're over in another room for some reason.
I was chasing one of them things, and another one popped out.
So
Yeah, you can
Jiminy needs help.
you are.
Where is my slasher gone? He's vanished now.
I don't know why he keeps vanishing.
Did he die? He must have died. I think he just got so scared when he saw me that he died of shock and vanished.
When we mentioned how to kill him, he's like,
He does keep vanishing, doesn't he? There he is.
Okay. 3 PowerPoints for that. 4, 5. 5. Do you want more speed, Himini? More pace?
It won't hurt. No.
No? Okay.
Oh, yeah. My pace is only 6. But yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Don't listen to what he says. Just deny him.
Do what you want. Don't let him tell you what to do.
Yeah, be your own boss.
Exactly.
My pace is 6, but I might get that speed up one next advance.
Okay. It's time to call on that coffee you had this morning, Himini.
Garvey.
Oh, no. It's not offensive, so.
That's okay.
Just a test because you got me targeted, isn't it? That's the auto test
Exactly.
extension.
It's the auto testing. It's the downside of the auto testing. It's very nice when it works.
Try spending a penny on that.
I'll tell you why. It's because you rolled psionics rather than the power. That's what it was.
Yeah, I realize that. All right. So me and the Himini will get deflection, pace, deflection and pace.
Okie dokie.
Deflection twice and pace twice. Okay, brilliant.
That should work. Okay.
And myself as well. Yeah, there we go.
And yourself. Okay. There we go.
so are those Marines around still?
The most
There.
useless
There you
Marines
go.
ever. Well, they're hellstrong.
They're behind that door over there.
Okay. Did they have any slashing weapons?
I can't remember. Flechette guns, flashbang grenades, smoke grenades, blazers, damnations, and knives.
Right.
Mostly guns, just and knives.
Okay.
It's not really a bayonet one.
Just waiting on Jinx to end his turn.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. If I do it, someone moans at me, so I don't do it.
Yeah, definitely. Got to moan at you. Yeah.
Okay, a few
But the
sessions.
thing, also, the other thing is, in Savage Worlds, sometimes you need to not pass your turn until the GM has applied certain effects.
Yes, I agree. I do agree.
Yeah.
Just realised I hadn't turned on my glowing 20-sided dice, and now it's on. So
You got to go ahead and authorize my move so I can make sure my range is good. No, it's not.
Got a camera on it, so it's a separate camera.
I started to say something a minute ago. A few sessions back, we created a weapon that's technically an explosive, but I don't know what size burst template it's applies
it depended
to it.
on the roll. It depended on your repair roll.
And I don't remember what the repair roll was.
Which one was it? The spook juice cocktail?
The spook juice cocktail. Hey, bullets aren't doing anything. Maybe burning it with some spook juice will do it. And I'll yell, Roger, duck!
That's a MacGyver thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, success creates a minor explosive 2d4 in a small burst template. A raise creates a larger explosive 2d6 in a medium burst template, or a 2d4 in a large. You put it down as 2d6, which implies you got a raise. So you can either have 2d6 in a medium or 2d4 in a large, basically.
Drop it a little bit behind him. I'm going to have to. And because I'm not actually targeting him, I just want him to get caught in the explosion and try not to catch Roger. I'm yelling, Roger, duck. And I'm going to throw this damn thing.
Right, so if you don't want to catch Roger in it, you're going to have to throw it there.
Yeah, okay.
That is short
And that would be short.
So that's an athletics throw. If it's not accurate, it will deviate.
Athletic, because I've got it set as a weapon.
It should be athletics because you have to throw it. It's it's set as thrown. Yeah. Okay,
Oh no, I'm going to do that.
That
I'm
will
going to
deviate.
Benny that. I'm going to Benny it.
Don't forget support.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck!
Well, we know what that means, don't we?
Oh no.
Fumble.
That sound you hear is the computer smashing against the wall.
I would never do that to my computer.
If I was really, really, really evil, I'd point out that circle just covers the green corner. But I'm not that evil, so right, Rolford. Okay, you as you go, you fumble as you try to get the spook juice out of your rucksack. You fumble it and drop it at your feet, causing no damage to yourself or Deckard, as you both dive sideways as it hits the floor and explodes.
No deck save there. Okay.
No, because you didn't know it was coming.
Can you make support effect?
Oh, Roger didn't get hurt, so and I was trying not to hurt.
Yeah, critical failure doesn't make any difference on the support, I'm afraid.
No, I'm just saying. But could you make support an effect?
Yes.
So it gets a little messy because if you do multiple actions, it'll go to the very first thing that gets rolled, unfortunately.
Is technically how it's meant to go anyway. It's meant to support your next trait roll, if that makes sense. But okay. I know what you mean. If you make it an effect, Fancy Grounds will apply it to everything that you do that turn. But anyway, support's in there. I made it a trait +1. We can manually increase it to we can do support with a raise, can't we? I suppose. That's the easiest thing to do there.
Yeah.
You've got both of them. Support.
Oh, I thought you would just
There's-
add it as a modifier for the one roll if it hit.
Well, that's the easiest way to do it, but it's the easiest way to do it because then you can choose which way to do it. But if you want it, I'll put it in as an effect anyway, just because it's there. Morgana.
Didn't I just go?
Yes, you just need to end your turn then.
All right, let's kill this thing.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay, you basically, it's very good at blocking your attacks, Himony.
Yep, it's terrible, isn't it? Okay, it goes for the second one. I'm going to spend another penny on that.
Yeah, there's something to be said for maybe not multi-actioning, but I know you've got Elan, which lets you which means when you re-roll, you actually negate the multi-action. So I can understand the logic you're using there. You wound it. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Well done.
Do you know? I mean, given how long this fight's taken, only an evil GM would attempt to soak it.
You soak it?
So yeah, I was gonna say, so where's the soak roll?
I'm afraid, yes, you hit it. Alas, at the very last second, it parries the blow that you thought would have would have probably put it down. I'm afraid to say.
You know you're soaking in it.
It attacks back. Fortunately, the deflection that just was put on you, well, not that you know you've got a deflection on it. You're not sure. You're convinced that second, this because it's actually not. I know I called it frenzy, but it's actually two-fisted. It attacks with both limbs at the same time. You do not know how how the second attack missed you. You blocked the first one, but that took everything. That second attack, as far as you're concerned, Himony, should have hit you, but for some reason it didn't, and you don't know why.
Mystical powers from an unknown source.
Indeed.
So Linda's. Well, I have a question. Is
Yes.
there any way to pump confusion so it lasts more than one turn, or is that it doesn't list it as one of the modifiers? But is that a default modifier?
It's an instant. It's
No.
an instant power.
It has to be listed for it to be a modifier.
Hang on a second. Yeah, because duration is until the end of the victim's next turn. So
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing something.
All the modifiers that are listed there were the ones that Aki decided were. Sorry,
Are available.
Decided should be. Yeah, we went through them and we worked out which ones should apply to what power.
Perfect.
If that makes sense.
Perfect.
So
Linda's going to do the same thing she did last time, which is pump 4 into a power.
Okay.
And confuse it again. So I will roll. And does she have any +1 or anything, or is that done?
That was last round, I'm afraid, wasn't it? So yeah, it's just a natural straight roll this time.
Okay. Oh, that looks good.
You still get the +1 bonus from your hesitance, don't being calculating, of course, to negate your wound modifier. But you didn't need.
Okay, so should I put a? Is that a 14 then instead of a?
That is a 14. Yeah, that is a 14.
Okay.
But it doesn't make any difference on this roll. So it's distracted and vulnerable. So you've got it targeted.
And it's glowing.
And it's glowing as well. Yep, go on then. So we distract it and vulnerable it.
I think that's it. My turn.
Sorry, he's distracted, vulnerable. He does get a save. I forgot this one. He does get a save, but because you got the raise this time, it's there's a -2 on it. Oh dear. I'm afraid it's not even afflicted this turn. I just took the deflection off by mistake. Flipping hell.
Okay.
Okay, I just need to borrow. I need to move the combat tracker up to Jenks. I need to take that and put it back down there to Himony, and then set that to 4 because it didn't do any difference. Back to Linda.
I hit end turn already, actually.
That's absolutely fine. New
Okay.
round. These things. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Oh, interesting.
Slasher number 2 attacks Himini.
Oh.
Missing both times. Again, that first blow, you didn't get to it in time, but for some reason it still didn't hit you. Roger's up.
Okay, I dealt with a phone call. Did we figure out how to wound these things yet?
Gonna be shredded pretty much.
The doc says cut them.
Okay, Doc says cut them. I'm going to sling my M21 and whip out my Volt knife and stab this sucker.
Go for it. You hit it. Roll for damage.
Really? Okay, at the very least, it needs to make a vigor save to avoid being stunned.
Oh, nice. Vigor.
Fine, it makes a vigor save.
Afraid so. Do you want to re-roll the damage? Oh, okay. Doc.
No, with only a D4 and a D6, mostly I'm just trying to get it to like stand still long enough so somebody else can actually do some real damage.
Yeah, no, I must admit, hitting it with something that stuns it is a good move.
So I'm going to run
Okay.
over to the door.
9 inches gets you to the door.
Does it cost anything to open it?
No. You basically hit the button to open the door, and it basically shows the door is locked from the other side.
They locked it?
They locked it.
Oh, shits.
He insisted that we go out looking for these, exploring the ship.
She insisted you carried on searching for other stuff while she stayed behind and examined the cube. Was exactly what she said. She didn't say go outside and get killed by the monsters.
Yeah, but she might have meant it.
Can I unlock that door?
Sorry?
Can I unlock the door?
If you can make a thievery roll.
Yeah. That's all the way down under the U's for me. I spell thievery unskilled. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna just get a raise twice.
Here goes nothing.
Access denied. Access denied.
Bastards.
You still got what did you do? 9 to there, 10. You still got 3 inches of movement if you want to use it.
Okay, now that we've taken care of them, what do you want us to do?
You shouting that through the door.
Yeah, we found another box.
Oh, I like that. Make a persuasion roll.
I'm actually not bad at that.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Well, and would the running still be a -2, or is that an 11?
It'd still be a -2 because of the running. Technically, it was a multi-action, so it's technically -4. But I'm letting him off that one because he made me smile with the. Himini, you're up. Okay, you hit. That's a wound. It goes down.
Excellent.
Yay.
It won't actually seem to
What's
die
my
on
pace
comment.
now is 8 in it, so you know I'm gonna go.
Okay, it's the slasher's turn. Okay, well, it's going to.
Oh man.
It's going to. Interesting. That's very interesting. What's going on there? Something very weird's going on. Okay, yeah, that's okay. I got very confused there because it was showing completely the wrong stats for the creature's attack, but that's just weirdness because it isn't actually doing that when I actually pick the dice up. Okay, 2 attacks on Roger. 1 hitting, 1 misses. That confusion is afflicting it, but unfortunately, it does still get a hit in on Roger, shaking him. That brings us to Deckard.
Was there a slasher in the doorway? What was happening there?
Something you did possibly. Well, you're not sure. You think you might see something coming out the shadows. You're not sure.
Oh,
Pretty
fantastic.
sure. I saw him. I definitely saw him.
Ignore.
Okay.
Have your Benny back. I don't know why it's treating it as parry. It isn't. So you targeted that one. So that is a hit. Roll for damage. I don't care that it says miss. It's only you only need a 4 to hit a slasher with a bolt. It's shaken. You shake it. I'll let you end your turn. Oh, he's re-rolling the damage.
The wound is still where you're going to shake it.
No, he soaked it, so it was just shaking again.
He didn't soak it, but you bolt it. You put you hit it with a really impressive looking bolt, and it's shaken. I'm afraid to say.
It doesn't take damage; it only takes slashing damage. Melee, you think? It has to die to melee.
Shit, so I just wasted a Benny for not paying attention. My bad.
That's okay.
He'll give you back the Benny because you know.
No, he won't. It's fine.
Of course he will. He's kind like that.
Okay, now to climb down from here without breaking my neck, I have to do an athletics check, right?
Yes, you do. It's part of your movement. It doesn't count as an action.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have
Unless
to
you
Benny
critically
that.
fail, you realise you're not going to. You basically spend too much time clambering down and don't move. But if you critically fail, you will fall. Yep, you're fine. You can move.
I see that it's 1-on-1 with Roger, and he's already bashed Roger, and this is an absolute desperation move because I don't expect it to do enough damage to matter. But you did mention it only slashing weapons work.
That's what the doc said.
Oh, that was supposed to target him.
That's okay. You rolled fighting rather than the attack, but a parry of 8 that means you only got a 5. So you'd have to Benny that if you want to. You can Benny it.
I have got 1 Benny left, and I've got about this much move. I'm going to duck back a little bit because I like Roger, but not that much.
Okie dokie. Jinx, you're up.
All right. Looks like I can get close enough. Ah! As I run towards it with my knife.
You're going to have to do an athletics to get down that slope.
Good luck. See you later. The athletics roll to clamber down as you go.
That support's only for everybody else, right? Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Talking to myself. I was just saying the support roll was for only for everybody else.
Okay, as it stands at the moment, what actually happens is you get to there and you look down and go, oh no, and stop.
Is it just a dead drop, or is that a shadow, or is there like?
Oh, it's basically you have to clamber down the debris. So what happens is basically if you don't succeed, you don't fall. You just basically get hung up clambering down this round. If that is what I'm trying to say. So you only get that far, as it were. If you succeed,
No. Did you not hear my rebel yell?
I did. So you better
That
do it.
means
I
I
assume you're
jump.
going to do a re-roll then, or you're going to take, or you're you literally jumping off.
Yes, I'm literally jumping off. That was a rebel yell.
Okie dokie. Right,
So if you jumped and you failed your athletics check, you're in big trouble.
Yeah. So
I mean, how high is the edge?
Oh no, you're fine. You took 2 points of falling damage. You obviously land, even though you land badly, you pick yourself up and keep going. So it's only about 10.
I got 2 extra pace to put towards that, towards stumbling and getting a foot right.
Actually, it should be 2d6 plus 2, but I'm nice.
And combat. And as I flick the switch.
Oh, another person with a Volt knife. That's a hit, which means it needs to make a vigor roll, be stunned, doesn't it?
After I try and deal damage.
Go for it.
I'll try Bennying that. Woohoo! That was a Benny worth it. Hopefully.
In fact, actually, yeah, if you flick the switch, you don't actually even need to cause the damage. You just have to basically hit them. Oh, wow. 9 points of damage. You did a wound. I like it. Well, it's down. You kill it.
You can see the other slasher just over there.
Falling on his face, picking himself up, running towards it, he still manages to kill it. Hey, we ought to all try that.
Okay, Jinx ends his turn and we'll move on to Linda.
Linda's going to, I think, play a card that allows her to use any power.
Nice.
And I was looking for, I have a power in mind, Entangle.
Yes.
But I was wondering if there was a power that slashed.
Tangle can cause damage.
Entangle can cause damage. Okay.
It can.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a massively pumped up Entangle. I only can see one other slasher right now, correct? Slasher 3?
That's correct. Let me dump Entangle temporarily on your sheet so you can see what it's up to. There we go.
Oh, I've been looking at them.
Yep. So first things first, you need to play the adventure card.
So I think I'm going to do, it costs 2, and then I'm going to do fatigue on it. How long does this last? Duration, it says instant.
Until it breaks free.
Oh, until it breaks free, okay. So I'm going to zap it with...
every round, it isn't free. But you need to spend the adventure card first.
Okay, let's do that. Why is the bird trying to get in? Why have a bird trying to get inside? Oops, that's not it. Oh.
Seen Himini, he's trying to go over Himini.
Brilliant. There you go. So you play your arcane spike, so you may cast any power available in the setting, regardless of rank one time only. Very nice. Okay, so you spend the points. I popped it on your character sheet for nice ease of usage.
Okay. So I think just to be sure I got this right. So 2 points for the power, 2 points for fatigue, 1 point for glow shroud, and 2 points for strong. So I'm going to call that 3, 4, 5.
I take it back. I was always thinking it's obviously a Pathfinder thing. It does damage. It doesn't appear to do it in standard.
It does not do damage. That's fine.
Sorry, it does in Pathfinder. It obviously doesn't in Suede. Sorry, I play too much Pathfinder these days.
Okay. Well, then my question was: is there a good slasher power that I should be using instead? Or I can just do Entangle. That's fine.
I'd just still Entangle it because basically makes it easier for everyone else to hit it. If you get the raise,
that's what we're doing.
If you get the raise, it 90 power points. If you get the raise, it goes bound.
Okay, here we go. So I'm going to zap it. I think I already have it targeted. You added it to my powers list.
Yep.
So Here we go. Did I get a raise on that?
You didn't.
Oh, well, wait a
But-
minute. I get a +1 because I can cancel my -1. So it's an 8. Is 8 a raise?
Calculating. If your action card is 5 or less. Yes, you did. Hang on. You rolled a 7. You get a +1, which makes it.
And he's got a wound, so it's a 7. Yeah.
It's a 7.
It's an
You
8
still get a
because I
instead of-
cancel the wound.
Yeah, but you still no. You get a +1, which negates the wound, so you still only rolled a 7. Don't forget.
Oh! I was looking at the wrong number. Okay, so I'm gonna Benny that. So I'm gonna just do that again, and I'll put
He's using calculating.
Yes.
yes. That didn't work. I'll try it again. Another Benny.
I mean, don't forget, a success is still a success. I mean, it's just a raise is really nice, but a success is still fine.
I'll do it one more time. Risk everything.
So, hang on. How many power points did you spend?
Oh, there's
you
hope.
got the raise.
Oh, crap.
Oh, no. Yes, you did. +1.
I spent a lot. I spent
+1.
7.
Okay, so you went for causing fatigue, glowing it. Did you go for strong?
I did. Yeah.
That's fine. That's all I wanted to check. Yeah. So you got the raise because, of course, you've got calculating, which gives you a +1 bonus. So you
That only
Got a
gives me
wound, which got a -1. But yeah, we'll let him have it.
Well, I'm going to let you have it anyway because I'm feeling generous. You spent 3 bennies.
Okay.
I think I should get a Benny for telling you to let him have it as well. Yeah.
Shut up.
You don't give out enough bennies. I have to keep reminding you.
Well, that's what
Well, I
Linda
was
has
about
in
to
store.
reward everyone bennies, but now I'm not going to just because Jim. Jim was going to. I was going to award bennies at the end of this fight for working.
Right,
it out,
award
but
bennies
I'm
to everyone
not
except me. Then it's all right. I don't mind.
going to.
As long as the rest of them get bennies, I don't care.
I just bound you instead of the target. Sorry. Right. So you bound it.
I bound it, I glowed it, and I made
You
the
glowed it as
binding
well,
strong.
which did actually work. I didn't realise before, but it did actually work. It just doesn't show up the dice modifiers. You have to look underneath. Glow is attack +1. So it is bound, and that was strong, wasn't it?
Yep, fatigued, glowing, and strong.
Oh, basically that made it hardness 7, basically. And you fatigued it as well. There we go. So basically, if it wants to cut itself 3, it's got to do roll 7 points of damage. But you've got it bound, so it can't move, it can't attack. All it can do is break free. Because we're not like that. And you were last in the round, so here we go. New round. Oh, there you go. Look, everyone got a Benny.
Thanks, Himiny. Himiny, we really notice it when you're not watching Pathfinder, by the way.
Yep. Thanks for Himiny.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch Pathfinder, did I? It's terrible.
No.
And our GM in Pathfinder just never remembers to give out bennies unless you're there cheering us on.
I know, it's terrible. I have to give him money as well. You know how much money I spent getting you lot bennies? If you make a donation to my PayPal account, I'll give them benny now. It's not a bad idea, actually, is it? You should put that on there.
Apparently they do that for convention. Those ones where they kind of like convention games. Where they play a game of Savage. Where they play a game. You get celebrities and they sit up on a stage and play a game in front of an audience. When they're doing that for charity, members of the audience can buy bennies. $1 a benny, basically.
Maybe we should stream.
Do I need to make an athletics roll?
Yes, you will.
We are streaming. There's 2 streams going on right now.
Oh. Hi, Mom.
Your mum says hi back, yeah.
That would be difficult.
Obviously,
your aunt Amelia says hi too.
Everyone watches Jiminy's stream. It's really surreal. No one watches me anyway.
They do watch you actually. They do watch you. Don't be upset.
No, I said they watch your stream of my game. They don't watch my stream of my game.
Know why?
I don't know why either.
It's not fair, is it?
I don't mind.
Let's make an athletics roll.
Yes, please.
Oh, agility or an athletics?
Athletics, please. Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem at all. Go for it.
Now I'm going to smash him.
No, you're not.
42,
Yes, you are.
60, 74.
There you go. Goodbye, Slasher.
4 wounds. Yeah, I don't think I'll bother trying
Oh.
to save that. With that vulnerability
Nice.
for binding it up did make a difference there. Okay.
27 damage.
Righty ho. So deflection comes down. Deflection comes down. Boost comes down. Boost comes down. Morgana's gun remains jammed until she fixes it. Okay. And we.
So far, the blood splats have all been in the right place.
I did move one of them. Congratulations, you have defeated the Slashers.
And while we're on
Yeah.
downtime, I'm going to sit down and fix my gun. Do you need a repair roll?
No. It was only going to basically be, you just in combat it needed it. If you convince everyone to just give you time to fix it manually.
Well, I'm curious if they open that door. Because
Well, I'm going to fix it manually, and then I'm going to get one of my spare magazines out and.
Forgotten I made this map. Obviously, I didn't make the ship. I got that the ship was basically. I spent ages cutting the ship out from the. It's meant to be a wreck in space. So I spent ages cutting the ship out. Then basically realised I actually had the PSD version of this image, so I could have just taken the layer with the ship on its own.
But it's practice. It's all good. So we're going to heal Linda. Linda has got a wound, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you got some downtime now, so you can do that. And I was just worried. I have to admit, when Fantasy Grounds is really good at drawing maps with the artwork they're providing these days. Anyway, shutting up. Back to you guys.
hang on.
Yeah, well, I took the downtime to make sure my gun was unjammed and to load a new magazine in it because the other one was down to 2 bullets, so that was
Okay.
How
Now,
are the
someone I
roads?
saw earlier saying they had an adventure card. So if anyone, if someone wants to recharge their bennies and they haven't played an adventure card, someone has got a card to.
Okay, the people with Valkyrie backgrounds, what are yours like? I mean, how many PowerPoints do you got? I'm about half.
Wait, what's going on?
I
Sorry.
think Deckard
that
was the only
distract-
other one, and he's gone, hasn't he?
I have PowerPoints, or Linda has PowerPoints.
Yeah, but
but
you've
right now she
played
has
the
no
card.
points.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
I keep forgetting to check adventure cards. I had one I should have played at the beginning of this fight, but oh well, it's too late now.
Unfortunately,
done.
from Linda's perspective, she's played her adventure card for this session, so you can't play another card if that is what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Question. Did they respond to my assertion that there's another box? Because if they open that, I don't think we're out of combat.
We are out of. All right, so no, they don't open the door. No.
Okay.
All right, for Linda and Deckard.
Oh, all players, nice. I misread it. Yeah, go for it. Sorry, I misunderstood. I didn't realise you could just play it for everyone. Nice.
Oh, that looks nice.
2d6. Okay, so I'll roll for Deckard. Oh dear. Deckard gets 4 power points back.
So, does Linda get PowerPoints back, or did that have something to do with cards?
Roll 2d6 and get that many power points back for free. Well, we say free, but you know what I mean. Look at that.
Excellent.
Points. Nice.
Thank you. That is
Jinx,
a big difference.
You got 6 back. I didn't notice you had rolled. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay, now we're also in a situation where Linda is injured. If anyone's got the obviously non-medical healing, magical healing takes 10 minutes. Non-magical healing takes 10 minutes, but obviously you're in the golden hour, so you can heal her if anyone's got the healing skill. Doc.
Right, I'll be happy to help her out. Let's take a look, Linda.
Okay.
What seems to be
should
the problem?
be unlocked, so you should be able to move freely.
I think I was slashed.
Roger.
I'm going to help Doc
in the previous
come
session.
up onto the, or no, Doc's over there. Right, Doc, over here. Linda needs some help.
And out of combat, Roger will lose his shaken.
Out of combat, Roger will lose this shaken, and you clear the jam axis on your gun.
I'm going to clear the blood off my Chikatl.
Okay, and Linda's completely healed.
Awesome. Thank you, Doc.
Yep. Don't aggravate that wound too much.
I'll try and keep
So
it safe.
keep pressure on it until it's fully clotted.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying doctor type stuff.
Very doctory, yes, very good.
Very good.
Sound just like a doctor.
Okay. Are we still investigating this place, or?
Yeah.
Stop to let heal Linda, and now we can start looking around.
While the doc's healing Linda, Morgana clears the jam in her rifle and basically tears it down and sees what's going on.
Those bastards locked the door.
There's another room over here. I'm going to shout to that lot.
So, what were those slashers made out of? It sounded like they were more like cybernetics or robots.
They have a plate of armor or something.
Chitinous.
Nanobots?
No, you're not sure. You never see anything like them.
Mutated Anouks.
Humanoids covered in granular carapace, jagged spines jut from their shells, joints, and edges. Their faces have no mouths or noses, only long slits with from which dead black eyes stare.
Like a doll's eyes.
Anyone got a colt?
Yes.
Anyone who's got a colt can feel free to make an occult roll.
I was like, I gotta.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll give you an update in a second. If anybody else makes
I missed the O when you asked that. So I was like, yeah, Colt 45 pistol, yes.
Is Himiny the only person with the occult skill? Okay, Himiny! I'm afraid these are basically... Unfortunately, you have a horrible feeling that these are creatures out of Anouk legends. Basically, they come to collect the souls of those that have offended the tribe. So if they've turned out, they must have been coming for you, mate.
Which tribe?
There's no one left in my tribe. It's only me.
Exactly. So maybe something that
They're all coming for me.
They're coming for you to collect your soul.
Does a 5 get me anything, or do I need to spend a penny?
Why do they attack Roger Holmes then?
Well, maybe that. Well, there you go. Maybe because you're travelling with these people, you transfer
Become my tribe.
Your tribe onto these players, and therefore their souls are forfeit because of their association with you.
Or I could be entirely wrong because I did critically fail.
Exactly, but you don't know that.
I know.
So you brought you.
I remember these from legend.
You probably brought death and damnation upon your friends.
I'm going to sit there and call my friends to this room over here that I've heard.
I also have a cult.
Oh, by all means, making the cult roll. Sorry, Hardin, I didn't notice.
Did he roll a 5? Yeah.
Doc.
Out of hearing, so him and he can't hear this.
Yeah. You've heard stories. These things, they look like things that would be found in the as what people call the happy hunting grounds, i.e., not naturally occur, not supernatural in nature. How they got here, you have no idea. But you've heard stories about things like this, but only to be found in what is known as the happy hunting grounds or another plane of existence. So the fact they're here is very disturbing from your perspective.
So what are their claws made out of?
Adamantium.
Doesn't say. It doesn't say.
Normal metal or like just
really sharp? Well, just really sharp. Just bone. Well, but what it's basically carapace that's really sharp. So nothing metal. It's just they basically were growing out of their bodies. So it's possibly just sort of chitin.
How long are their claws?
Anybody any good at opening doors that don't want to be opened?
Hey, there's another door over here.
Really
Somebody want to go first?
Linda's
a little skittish now.
Into a weapon? probably 6 to 12 inches. They jut out all over their bodies.
Ah, fuck it. I'm kind of greedy. And I'll tear them out.
Okay.
Yeah, Roger's gonna. Is it this door that we're wanting to hack? This one over here?
Yes. Yes, the
All right.
ones that they locked on us. And
Yeah,
Except
Roger
for
wants to
having
attempt a
locked.
hacking roll to get this thing to unlock.
You can certainly give it a shot.
Linda wants to take a sample of that carapace. If there's a sample she can extract.
And
Please.
Morgana's sticking with Himini.
Access denied.
Went the wrong way.
Which way do I gotta go? A long way around.
That way.
Okay. So,
I've just put the kettle on. I'm going to go and make a cup of coffee. Back in a second.
Okay. Himini, looking in the area that Himini's got to, looking above where Himini is, this is obviously the engineering. This whole area was probably engineering. Right. So where you are now, you're looking up. Hang on. Yes, you're looking up. Is like you're at the center of the metal structure. It's like 300 plus feet straight up. You can see, like a tower. Where's my image? I can show you. So, if we go back to this image here, you are currently underneath that tower there, which, as far as you can ascertain, is the bridge area. Leads up to the bridge, but it's 300 feet up plus above you.
What image are you talking about? Is it showing or?
Did that not share?
Maybe it's just slow. I'm not sure. Oh, that's okay. I just don't see it. That's all. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's behind my other thing. Oh, it's there. It's behind my other
yeah,
thing.
it's the crash. It was the crash image. You
Got
see
it.
that? You see that really
Okay.
tall tower? You're basically, if you're with Himini, you're standing at the bottom of that. So, light is intermittently streaming from outside between the support beams, and as you, there is the control tower is nearly 300 feet high. The shaft remains, but the elevator's missing. It's just a straightforward athletics roll to scale 30 feet up the shaft to reach the next open deck. But from there, you can see there seems to be a walkway leading up the tower. Basically, it looks like they've locked the door from the other side, and well, they don't want to be disturbed in whatever they're doing, I'm afraid, Roger.
Give me a boost, Himini. I'll start to climb.
Meantime, sounds like the others have found something interesting.
Right, let's go over there and figure out what they're doing then.
Yeah, I guess that's our next step. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Obviously, out of combat, you could just take your time to walk down. You don't have to worry about the drop as it were. Let's delete Deckard from the combat track of this ease. That way you don't have to worry about him. So it's just a straightforward athletics check. You can assist each other to clamber up. Obviously, if anyone's got a rope, one person can get up and then lower a rope to assist other people.
Yeah, before we start climbing up there, I think I agree with Linda. We need to check this other door real quick.
I'll have at it. I'll wait here. Is the
Looks like
cable?
we're in the
Is the
engine
cable?
room or something.
Yeah, basically, this is all engineering. This whole deck is just engineering section, so it's basically just the remains of the ship.
Okay.
And you said it's an athletics check to climb up?
Yeah, it's just an athletics check to get up 30 feet to the next deck above you. From there, you can see there's a walkway that's still intact going up. I mean, the lift's crashed in the corner there, but yep. Okay, Roger clambers up. There's no map for going up the out thingy, so that's fine. Roger, once you clamber up, do you have a rope or anything, or are you just going to wait for the others to catch you up?
I don't think I have a rope or anything. No.
That's
I'm gonna
absolutely
tell,
fine.
I'm
From
gonna
there,
tell
you
him
can. From there,
to
there's a
boost.
ladder that lets you climb up the remaining 270 feet, which you can just do. It's a bit of a slog, but you can just clamber up the ladder. That's on the side of the lift shaft.
Give me a boost, Himiny, and I'll climb up.
Hibbity gives you a boost. He's not here. He's making a cup of coffee at the moment, but go for it. Make an athletics roll. I'll give you a +1 bonus for Hibbity lifting you up. Yep, no problem at all. You clamber up the first 30 feet, and you're on the deck above. Roger's spotted the ladder going up the side of the lift shaft.
Oh, that's right. Himiny stepped away to make coffee.
Yeah. As I say, there's just a ladder to clamber up the shaft.
Yeah, Roger's going to go ahead and go on up.
Okay. What about everyone else? Oh, Jinx. Jinx, it's not your day.
Fall again.
It is not Jinx's day, I'm afraid. I'm afraid Jinx is just clambering up to the top when, alas, fortunately, the stanchion he grabs hold of comes away in his hand and he plummets 30 feet straight down. Fortunately, I suspect he might be okay. He's winded, but he's okay.
And Morgana's going to follow Roger because Roger and Himiny are the most likely ones to run up and get themselves killed.
No problem.
And
So
Himiny
you
isn't
start
up yet.
So, okay, Roger starts climbing up the lift shaft, and Morgana follows climbing up the ladder. So I'll just pop you over there out of the way. Him and he's moving around at the bottom of the lift shaft, looking at everybody clambering up above him, and Jinx just crashes to the ground. That just leaves Doc successfully clambers up and is able to start ascending up the lift shaft if he wants to. There's a ladder.
So why are they trying to climb up the lift shaft?
You're at the bottom. You're basically at the bottom. This is the engineering deck. What the area over there has a lift shaft at the end, in the middle of it. That basically the lifts. You can see the lifts crushed on the floor, but 30 feet above you is another deck where you can see a ladder that goes up the remaining 270 feet to the bridge.
So you want to go to the
Linda's-
bridge?
Which is what Marta sent you to go and find the bridge.
Linda's going to give it a shot.
Okay. Meantime, Jimmy just lies on the floor, looking up at the ceiling.
Well, Himiny gave Morgana a boost.
Give everyone a boost, yeah. I'm bigger than all of you.
Yeah, Jinx. If Hibbity will give you a boost, which will give you a +1 bonus on your athletics roll when you decide to get up again, or you can lie there. I don't mind. It's up to you. It's all gone. Right. I think Jinx is just going to lie there. Over to you, Hibbity.
I'll pick Jinx up and carry him up under one arm.
Go then, make an athletics check with -2 penalty for carrying Jinx. No problem at all. Okay, it is.
I carried you up, Jinx.
270. There's no map, so we won't worry about it. 270 feet later, you find yourself at the top of the coning tower. At the top of the coning tower, and this area seems to have escaped much of the damage from the crash. The room is pentagonal in shape, with curved buttresses and segmented wall sections, giving it an almost Gothic feel. Several command chairs sit atop a central dais and workstations line each of the walls, but without power, the numerous consoles and control panels are black, featureless slabs. A number of skeletons, mummified remains, and unidentified body parts are strewn about the bridge. Whether the deaths resulted from battle, the crash, or something else is unclear after more than a year's worth of decay. Can I have some notice checks, please?
Notice.
Indeed.
I'll put Jinx down now.
Linda and him. Obviously, everyone else is just taking in the look and trying to ascertain, especially the dog, trying to ascertain causes of death. But Himini and Linda, you both notice up on the raised command dais, up on the raised command dais is a cube.
Is a what?
A cube.
Oh, a
Correct.
cube.
I was not lying.
I didn't catch that. What was that, sorry?
I say so retroactively, I was not lying.
Fair enough.
Well, I don't know anything about cubes, so I'll let Linda go and have a look.
Okay, Linda.
It seems very similar to the one found down in the engine room.
I've forgotten what happened with that one. Could you remind us what happened when
Ran us
we?
off.
Oh, she ran us off before we could inspect. Okay, so Linda's going to take a closer look at this thing.
Okay.
Does it give us any
It appears to
vibes
be
or
a
heat or anything?
smaller replica of the cube you witnessed in the engine room. The sides of the device are popped outward and open like a puzzle box that's been solved.
Has been solved. Okay. Is there anything inside?
No. Himini.
I don't know why I'm thinking of Pinhead, but I'm thinking of Pinhead.
Yeah, the way it said puzzle box solved did make me think of that as well. Himini, you notice, because you actually no, sorry, Linda would have noticed as well. Linda, as you're standing up on the dais, you also notice a faint red indicator light on one of the central control panels.
Not on the cube.
Not on the cube.
On the dashboard or whatever?
Yeah, basically.
So,
yeah. Oh, there's no power up here. There's no lights. Everything's dead. And now you're up on the dais. As you're looking at the cube, you also notice a faint red indicator light on one of the.
So I'm going to take a closer look. Is it blinking or is just faded?
Just constant. It appears.
Okay. Who's our? I call for the pilot. Who's our?
The light is coming from a data slug, basically USB pen drive.
Oh, data slug. Okay. Well, then it's not really a piloting thing, then, is it?
No. It's basically looks like it's a data slug that's plugged into a control panel. Obviously, it's the It's the type of thing that you could plug into any palm recorder and it will be readable.
Well, if you can plug it in, you can unplug it, which is what Linda's going to do. She's going to look back at everybody expectantly and then grab it and pull it.
For all intents and purposes, think of it as a USB pen drive, which means any palm recorder or computer that has power, you can plug into and read.
Do I have that? Do I have a computer with me or a palm recorder?
Did you equip yourself with a palm recorder?
Well, I doubt it. Let me see.
It's the type of thing you probably would have had as a.
I have a force field generator that might have a screen.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is going to turn out to be like like one of the other campaigns. Let me have a look. Palm recorder.
I have a toolkit and a spectral imager. I don't know what those do.
That's weird. My Discord just
toolkit probably has
it's in
a
there.
reader.
Yeah, it's the 250. It only costs you. I mean, I will quite happily retroactively let anyone buy one if they want to for $250 right now, because it's the type of thing you probably should have. Handheld computers, access Banshee's communication networks for video calls, access data slugs, interface with local electronics, scan and record video and audio, and a host of any other useful apps. It's basically a smartphone.
Well, Linda will buy one retroactively then. And what did you call it, or can you just add it to my kit?
Yeah, sure. It's a palm recorder. There you go.
I think I want to buy one too, if you can.
If anyone wants to retroactively buy one, because it is something that looks like you probably is. I get the impression it's probably fairly standard equipment. I've shared it out, so if you want to just buy
Like
one,
carrying our
it's
smartphones.
it's like a smartphone. It's a smartphone and a laptop computer and everything. Everything all rolled into one, as it were.
Awesome. So I'm going to plug in. I'm going to wander. I'm going to go back to the group. I'm going to say I found this in the command console, and I'm going to plug it in and show what I find to the group.
Okay. When you plug it in, it appears to be, there's a single large file on there. It appears to be a video file.
Okay.
Have we got a video?
We've got a video.
Yes, we've got a video. I think you have to be British.
Next one to ask me for that video goes straight for the window.
Go straight through that wall, yeah.
Oh, now having Americans getting the reference, I'm definitely going to have to give Benny's all round. anyone who could quote cult 80s British comedy at me definitely deserves a Benny for the party.
That's the one. I constantly quote that video nest because they have that. They have that scene where they're talking about transportation, and he's like, "'Tis for my speech and my politics that I am condemned to transportation," and the other guy says, "And for all them murders you did." And
When they're on the boat, you talk about when they're on the boat to Australia, isn't it?
Yeah. And I keep thinking of that when I hear all the politicians. They're like,
yes,
I'm like, "And for all the murders you did."
I do know what my favourite on that line still is. Still Blackadder is like criminal record, Baldrick. Absolutely none. Oh, for Christ's sake, Baldrick, you're going to be an MP. I'll just put you down for fraud and sexual deviancy. Always made me smile.
That's like right. That's right up there now, isn't it? Yeah. Boris and everyone else that works in the Commons.
He resigned, didn't he? We did in the UK. There's just been the scandal because an MP was sitting in the House of Commons,
watching porn in the House of Commons,
porn on his mobile phone. So,
yeah, well, that's what mobile phones are for, isn't it?
Seems mighty tame, though. I mean,
it is. It's a distraction from all the other stuff that they're doing, isn't it?
Isn't that what
from Rees-Mogg saying, "Oh, we're not going to bother with with our new laws for importing food because that would be that would be really bad for the food because it might go mouldy." Yeah.
Well, what do you use your palm quarter for? Why did everybody just buy palm quarters?
Banshee hub. Yeah.
Well, Linda bought it so she could read the memory stick. I don't know what you guys have palm quarters for.
It's for Roger's memoirs.
That's the question.
Yeah, what's on the video file? I hope it's not porn after that conversation.
Okay, an image appears.
Alien porn.
Can I have common knowledge rolls, please?
Common knowledge?
Yes, please. A video appears and a male figure appears on the video. Rather dapper, black hair, short beard. Actually, is he by this point? Yeah, I think he is again. Hibbity, you get a -2, so I'm afraid you fail. But Jinx recognises him. Jinx actually would be very well, actually, Jinx recognises the ship. The Jinx came on the Unity, being, but it's you recognise it as.
Why did I get a -2?
Because you wouldn't necessarily know human history.
I've been around. I'm old.
Yes, but you might not know who Darius Hellstrom is. By sight, I mean.
Well, I've got a video of him. I just saw him on it, and it's under his name. It says Darius Hellstrom.
Okay, so Dr. Darius
Linda would
Hellstrom
probably
himself.
know, though.
Linda would probably know.
Didn't she work for the company?
Bonus. She get yes, basically Darius
Okay.
Hellstrom. Okay, so I love the way it tells you. Gives you the information, but then doesn't actually remind you where, and I actually remember where the information is myself. Even though I know it, I just want to make sure I don't miss anything out. So, Hellstrom found in the Marshals section. Thank you. Page 87. There we go. So basically, you get okay. No, Darius Hellstrom appears. He appears. Is obviously you're not sure. There's no title saying who he is or anything to indicate what it's for. Um, but basically, he he starts off with some stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense, talking about uh, um, ghost stories, werewolves, and vampires, and bedtime stories told to unruly kids. Apparently, they've been plaguing Earth since most of creation, and how they're all real. Apparently, much of the supernatural evil on Earth is channeled through malevolent spirits called demons, or Manitous as they came to be called, by those who fought them during the Reckoning of 1863. He goes on to explain that spiritual energy is created by living beings. It goes up to the hunting grounds and feeds the creatures that live there. Benign beings thrive on positive energy. Evil creatures suck on the bad stuff. Unfortunately for humanity, good forces are distant and generally leave mortals to their own affairs, perhaps in the interests of free will. Demonic forces are much more eager to meddle, tempting sapient beings with power and pleasure if only they were created a little more strife. Some of the most destructive beings in the cosmos are the Reckoners, better known as on Earth as the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Existence for such beings is miserable in the hunting grounds, so they attempted to exit the spirit realm and enter the physical. But Earth could not sustain their magical forms, so they begin to transform it with negative energy. They even found that investing a little negative energy into the creation of a monster or horror eventually paid out far more as it terrorized humanity. Their plan was working, slowly but surely, until a group of North American Indian shamans called the Old Ones entered the hunting grounds and sealed up the Reckoners for good. The only catch was the Old Ones had to remain there to keep the gates closed. He then goes on to say that for some they were kept closed for many centuries, but then for reasons he is still not able to ascertain completely, that in 1863, the last day of the Battle of Gettysburg in the American Civil War, something happened in the hunting grounds, and the Old Ones were cast out, and the Reckoners were freed. And he then goes on to say that basically, then much more is told. It turns out to be a history of what's going on at Earth, and then he basically cuts to he then basically goes on to explain what's happened and why communication with Earth's gone and why the tunnel has collapsed. As you see pictures of a devastated landscape. I've lost where I am. Basically explaining that a nuclear war destroyed Earth, and there is footage of humanity's last stand against the monsters on Earth. And you also see the Earth side of the tunnel system being destroyed, apparently through much magic. And although the video is filled with static shaking, often out of focus, the shots of that last stand on Earth, where they are literally fighting the legendary Four Horsemen, a tall skeletal figure in black robes carrying a scythe, an emaciated female dressed in rags, a gaunt man covered in weeping sores wielding a bow, and a massive figure in archaic black armour swinging an enormous sword. Each was leading a horde of soldiers, mutants and worse. Viewing the powerful beings even on the spotty recording is an unsettling experience that which is really evil. Actually, they say you have to make a fear check, but unless you critically fail, you'll be fine. But it's at -5, please. So the spirit rolls at -5. Because you're in a fear level 5 area.
What is that? Spirit?
Oh dear!
Oh my god!
Oh dear!
Can I spend a? Oh, I guess I crit failed, so I cannot
You crit
spend a penny.
failed.
Is that right?
This could get really rather interesting, actually. I was going to say, I'm not sure why they tell you to make a fear check just for watching the video and all that, technically, but anyway, unless you critically fail, because then it becomes a terror check, and then that's when it gets
before Linda becomes terrified, can I ask you whether any of the information in this thing is new, or I mean, does it seem accurate, or is he revealing some stuff that isn't common knowledge, or? Like, what is,
one-
or is this
In
the
theory,
official byline?
In theory, none of you knew any of what he's telling you here.
Oh, okay. So we don't know enough to know, but it seems accurate since there's video.
Indeed.
Okay.
Oh, jeepers creepers! Ooh, that was nearly a heart attack, Linda.
Oh,
It just
okay.
rolled
Well,
over at the last second. Okay. I'm afraid, Linda, being because you critically failed, it's a terror check. Okay, let me see. You see the last horseman of the apocalypse. Skeletons, swords, mutants. Okay. It's got to be an irrational fear because let's face it, being afraid of running into the horseman of the apocalypse is it would be a rational thing to happen if you actually saw it, if it was possible to happen. So I think it's going to have to be an irrational fear of actually I know what. That'd be quite surreal.
Fear
Probably
of
won't ever
palm
come up to
quarters?
it.
Fear of palm pilots?
No, I'm just going to have a whole evil adventure soon. But I'm
okay.
afraid Linda Carmichael now has a phobia of scythes.
Okay.
Nice.
Excellent.
Which
I always
seems
wanted
reasonable
one of
if you
those.
see death stalking the land. I think you would be a bit concerned.
So she's when she sees one, she's besides herself.
Oh my God.
You know what?
What was the name of the guy hosting the video? Something
Darius
Darren
Hellstrom.
Malmstrom?
Yes.
Darren Hellstrom.
Vanessa Hellstrom's father. Vanessa Hellstrom being the person who runs Hellstrom Industries, seeing as Darius was believed missing when the Unity vanished.
You couldn't
Doctor-
just make it a. You couldn't just make it a porn phobia or something.
No. I mean, to be honest, you're
Okay.
probably fairly okay until I turned you out to that farming community of. I forgot what they're called. Just I was going to say it. You know, the ones that they don't. I don't know much about them, what I see on television.
The Amish.
Amish,
The Amish,
yeah. Yeah. When I send you to the Amish community area, you'll be in trouble. When you go to help the harvest, you'll be in trouble.
Is there
hey.
an Amish population on?
Linda
I
won't
doubt
be
it.
farming.
So we now know what
now.
happened to the tunnel then.
You know what happened to the
Ex-
tunnel?
excuse me, an
Yeah.
insult in the Amish. They have got the best stores anywhere in the freaking area,
I
and
wasn't
they're very
insulting
nice
the
people.
Amish. I wasn't
Oh,
insulting the
yes,
Amish because I
They use scythes.
I think, but from what I understand of them, they would farm in the traditional way. So when it came to bringing in the harvest, that I figured they'd be using scythes. That's all I meant.
No, actually, they'll use the non-engine powered.
Point taken. Yep.
Yeah, we used to have harvest machines before they even used.
Oh, the
gas.
horse-drawn ones. Yes, of course we did. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, they use horse-drawn machines.
Let's go.
It's not the Amish
That-
then. It's the you got to go to the Satanists.
That is a big relief to Linda.
Okay. The Doctor then goes on to explain that although the survivors have defeated the Reckoners, the other dimensional beings could not be destroyed while on Earth due to the changes they had imposed on the planet for over more than 2 centuries. He managed to trap the 4 horsemen in the odd cube. Well, basically, he managed to trap the 4 horsemen in the cube and send them to Banshee, where the planet's unique nature would weaken them, hopefully enough that they may be defeated once and for all.
Oh, brilliant! So we sent them here, and they're on this
The
ship.
tunnel closed after he sent them.
Oh, the
I
Unity
feel
was the
like-
only ship to travel with. Unity was the only ship that could travel the distance without using the tunnel.
Okay,
Sadly,
well,
so he sent them on
obviously,
Unity.
The mystic restraints. The mystic restraints failed, likely during Unity's crash, and the Reckoners have escaped into the enchanted wastes of 2.
Oh, great.
okay, and I failed my spirit check, so do I have any penalties going here?
You didn't critically fail, so you're okay.
Okay.
I mean, basically, you're just all horrified by what you saw, but other than that,
I wasn't
Yeah,
horrified at all.
They didn't do that.
I was like,
Banshee.
what? Oh, the 4 horsemen. Yeah, I had them for breakfast.
okay.
Horseman cereal, part of this fortified breakfast.
Good for bowel movements.
He sent those things to Banshee. Him and he, this can't stand.
I get the
We'll get
impression
them.
from what she's. I get the impression that this cube that's open is the one that had them trapped in it. So I'm not sure what's in the other cube. At
In
this point,
Hell on Earth,
yeah.
famine really supports junk food. So because
So we
Yes.
need to keep this USB stick to ourselves.
Yeah.
And we need to nick this cube to ourselves as well. And say there's nothing on the bridge. So who's going to hide it?
Can I have notice checks, please? Okay. How do you get out of multi-select mode once you're in it? There we go.
Yeah, Morgana's been alerted to the fact that they might have done something horrible to Banshee. She's not happy.
As you'll say that, Hibidi, Marta goes, "That is fascinating information you've discovered there." And you turn around, you notice she's standing there with her 3 Hellstrom Marines behind her. They obviously came up while you were watching the footage, I'm afraid.
Told you we found another.
We didn't hear them climbing up the 270 feet, no?
No, unfortunately not, because the point was what you've realised is while watching that video, especially while watching the 4 Horsemen bit, you were transfixed by it and able to look away. She's thrilled with your discovery. She's genuinely happy and doesn't appear to be basically she's intrigued by the information on the slug and the open puzzle cube, and says that she says she needs to secure both to return them to Tunnel Station to Vanessa so they can study them properly. She personally she's more than happy. She's very delighted with what you've discovered up here, and apologizes that she didn't realize what was happening with those creatures you slew. As you get
while she's mumbling. While she's mumbling, goes, Linda hits the copy. I assure
you, I'm very happy, and will give you. I'll make sure you get full payment plus bonus for your work.
Linda hits the copy button while she's talking.
Okay. She cautions you against spreading information on the data slug, as even if the colonial leaders actually believe the story, panic and despair may spread across Banshee, fueling the very power the Reckoners need to take over this planet. She tells the crew also, with the information provided in the slug and the examination of the 2 cubes, she hopes to be able to construct a weapon to use against the Horsemen, and promises to keep you informed on any major progress.
Linda delays. Did she ask for the slug, or is she just rambling?
No, she asks for the slug, and she's already carrying a box that you assume contains the cube, and she basically, one of the Marines puts down another box, and she's already asking for the slug and basically putting the opened cube into this other storage box.
About a third of the way into our conversation, I kicked off empathy to try and get a read on her emotional state, because
everything from your emotional state, she genuinely is very happy with everything you discovered. Over the moon with your performance. Definitely, she genuinely is upset that she locked the door, not realizing she'd left you in danger when you explained that bit to her, and she definitely seems sincere in every way about everything she's saying, and she generally does intend to keep you informed on progress.
Yeah, this is important stuff to be informed about if there's bad things on my planet.
I'm assuming that when
your feed is actually, even if you don't have a good view of Hellstrom Industries or anything like that, your read on what you're reading from her or with your empathy is she's actually one of the good guys, or she's just
Linda's gonna
hiding it.
She thinks she's a good guy.
Linda's gonna keep fumbling until the copy is complete, and hopefully, I think this lady was still talking, and
very
then.
The data transfer on a Palm Pilot is like 42 gigabits a second, so it shouldn't be a problem.
That's what I was thinking. So I'm
We
going to
gotta
give her the
progress bar
data slug.
while we distract her, though.
I'll give her the data slug so she can take it to the lab and ask her to, share anything she learns with us so that we can keep apprised of the situation with these terrifying creatures.
So, just out of curiosity, did we on that slug, did it describe where ghost rock comes from?
Doesn't say. It doesn't actually say that.
I
Let's
think
have
it's
a look.
talking about the end of the world.
The Unity. What's in the box? Brief summary of the background of the reckoning. Contains numerous videos of the nuclear wasteland Earth becomes, as well as footage of the Entity's last stand. Sites of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Each leading mutants. Survivors reckon. No, it doesn't say anything about Ghost Rock.
Okay.
Which is found on Banshee. Why? I'm going to look that up myself now. Also, yeah, I noticed he doesn't actually explain the big thing, a big thing about how Unity is able to. But then we won't worry about that. So anyway.
So does she take the other cube as well? What happened on that?
She takes the open cube, yes, the one that was obviously.
Marines loaded it into a box, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She says, "I think we've found everything we need to here," and
Linda's going to casually circumnavigate the command post, looking for any other odds and ends.
yeah, there isn't much to see, I'm afraid.
Okay, good enough.
It's all. But anyway, you all clamber back down. You all clamber back down the area, and yeah, and then
we explored the rest of the.
There isn't much. There was only this deck, and then that tower left, really.
Oh, so it's all the rest of it's knackered, right? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's you broke it, did you? It's you moving that's breaking my ability to select everyone. Actually, it really will not let me do a group. Yeah, it's interesting. if you're moving, I'm going to kick you in a second.
Oh, my leg! Out under the table, man.
Yeah. So if anyone's that I never knew that. So if you really want to piss off the GM, just don't just hold on to.
I noticed that if you end your turn while your token's in the middle of a move, it stops. It freezes your turn as well. It freezes your move.
Just what we need, isn't it? Okay, so basically you come back. The pentagram's still on the ground, but the cube is gone, and you are able to exit the ship and travel the 10 miles back to your own craft without issue. And
then we're in the black of space.
Well, you don't need the atmosphere. You just fly back. You fly back to one. Oh no, actually, yes, you go back to Tunnel Station, don't you? Distance to Tunnel Station time. Something may happen on the way, depending on how far it is.
We might get a big wedge of cash as well.
Okay.
Might as well help this lot out since they're the most powerful faction in the system.
Oh yes. You remember it was you were going to get 100k's worth of ship upgrades as well, weren't you?
Yeah, if we did the job, we're getting the bonus. We got the bonus. So.
Right. Banshee and Tunnel Station.
Gravity field generator.
1D.
Hyperdrive.
Gravity field generator.
Yeah, we get a gravity field generator for you, so you don't throw up all the time.
There is no such thing as a gravity field generator.
Yes,
What?
there is.
There is no
Just
such
get
thing
a
as-
ball
no such thing as
bearings and
artificial
spin them
gravity.
really fast, and then stick them on the side of the ship, and it makes a gravity field. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
It's a 3-day. It's a 3-day trip back to Tunnel Station. So you're okay on that score. It's short enough that I don't need to roll for any random events. So that's good. Landing at Tunnel Station, Marta and the Marines depart. And
Bye, Marta.
Do we get paid first?
well, she has to leave the ship to authorize the payment, and then you.
She doesn't have a palm quarter of her own? That sounds weak.
She fills out. She goes off, and it's within half an hour of you landing at Tunnel Station. You all receive payment. There was a $5,000 bonus because she was very happy with your work. So let's have a look. Chartered voyage.
Did we receive that payment already? Or?
Yep, you've just got it. $2,142 each is your share. Yep. You were able to you got the persuasion roll, so you've got $100,000 of repair work improvements, so equal to $100,000 of repair work on your ship.
I'm not going to be involved in the decision of what they want to upgrade, but Morgana will be watching while they're doing the upgrades for what she already knows to make sure they're doing it right, and for what she don't know to see what she can learn because she needs to maintain.
Why wouldn't Morgana be front and center deciding how to upgrade the ship since you're the engineer?
No, because it's I'm not the captain.
Okay, the Reckless is
No one's the captain at the moment. We're all the captain still.
Well, but I'm not the pilot, and he knows what it takes.
Look at him. Look at her.
Okay,
I was land-based pilot.
The Reckless is size 8, so that comes into effect when you're working out the size. You've already got an AI, an AMCM. You've got atmospheric capabilities, a gravity drive, and a planetary sensor suite.
We've got plenty of cruise.
We've got 16 remaining mods apparently. So.
And you've got space for 16 remaining mods. So obviously you don't. So for example, you could increase the armor of your ship if you wanted to. Oh, hang on.
A garage hangar in for a boat or a little land of some kind of ground vehicle. Or we got that already.
Actually, technically, you haven't. Maybe that's what you should. Maybe that's 100K. Maybe that's what you should get.
Or maybe a missile launcher.
We don't have what? Technically, we don't have what?
Have a garage. Thinking about it.
Got a cargo bay, but it's got. I mean, you could turn that into a cargo bay and garage, couldn't you? So
the issue I'm saying is technically with what I'm taking that as a garage or hangar is it says external lift. The garage basically gives you the ability to do that without filling up your cargo bay with the vehicle, if that makes sense. So you can carry cargo and the vehicle, but that's up to you. At the moment, you've got a dual linked light autocannon, but it's broken, so you might want to get that repaired.
Actually, I want to see if we can get that replaced with medium autocannons.
Vehicle, okay, that's vehicular weapons. Medium autocannons, dual linked would cost you 175. Okay, so dual linked. Okay, with a trade-in of your dual linked autocannons, you could replace those with dual linked medium autocannons for your 100K. I'll give you that if you're very persuasive.
We could get fuel pods that give us a 50% capacity of energy.
Because technically it's meant to cost 150, isn't it, for 2 medium autocannons? Mind you, I suppose they're dual linked. No, they are still 2 cannons, aren't they? So yeah, 100K and a nice persuasion roll of the engineer of trading in the broken autocannons, and we'll get you dual linked medium autocannons if you want them. But someone will have to.
Let's do that since we're getting a discount.
Yeah, do it.
So
I do believe he did have a designated face guy, so this is his chance to shine.
Oh yeah, face man, she'll go.
Who's the face man?
Jinx.
Okay,
we need a roll.
See how persuasive you can be.
Negotiation, or are we looking for stuff?
Sorry?
Well,
Are
I mean,
doing
do we want to?
negotiate? Have we found them that we're negotiating? Or are we
This is
looking
negotiation. Yeah, this is negotiation. Basically, you're trying to
Okay.
convince him that some broken autocannons traded in for two working medium autocannons is a good deal.
Time to spend all your bennies.
Are you happy with 5?
Ooh, there we go.
Ah,
Oof.
Oh, one short of the raise. That's such a shame. Okay. I'm just
Can
looking
I
at the total.
in any
You
way?
can certainly attempt an assist if you want.
So what do I need?
Retroactively.
I was gonna say I'll have who's the tech, Linda? Have her repair.
That's right. That's okay. Okay, you got the raise. Don't worry. You got the raise. Righty ho. So a success was going to knock 25k off. So you'd have to, because I've just checked how much money the party's got. The party's got 58k as a party, but actually with the raise, yep, they do accept that you are able to talk them. The two of you convince the Hellstrom Industry guys that those dual-linked autocannons, although they are currently non-functional, will
Good trading.
will quite easily fixable, and also they obviously are quite they're quite historical. They're an older model.
They have
They're not that
sentimental
common
value.
these days. Yeah, they're the older model. They're quite impressive in that regard. Okay, so you got you.
They don't make them like that. They used to.
Exactly.
Right, so we should have got them fixed then, rather than flogging them for 100. They probably do things like they can't be jammed by computer viruses or something.
Still said it was a good deal. We rolled so well. Oh wait,
We persuaded ourselves and gave away an antique that could have been worth millions. Damn it.
Okay, so reload costs 400. They're no longer broken. So you now have dual-linked medium autocannons.
I'd also like to, if I could, try and lower the fear level.
Have you added them to the ship?
I have.
I can't see them.
I can't see them either.
You might have to close and
Oh, it's on the
reload.
it's on the combat. Yeah,
They're on the
dual-linked medium
combat,
auto.
not on the.
Yep.
They're not on the mod page, right?
No. Okay, so you've got them. Okay, so you've got them. You've got the cannons. Now you just need to buy some ammo for them. 400 a shot. A full reload. It's not a shot though, is it? So a full reload is 100 shots. So basically, it's four. It's
Full reload costs $400. Right? Okay. Well, that's easy enough, isn't it? I'll do that. I'll pay for that.
That's $400 gets you 100 shots basically.
So I'll
And
do
I'll
that
kick,
now.
kick in a second 400 for a spare round.
Okay. No problem at all. The ship's got bennies. Oh.
I guess the ship has got bennies. Yeah. The special ship.
Where is the
medium?
What's the name of the? Where do we find this? Is the ship in the party inventory? Oh, there we go. Thank you.
It's under vehicles.
Just put a shortcut. Drag that down to your shortcut bar somewhere.
Also, if you go into, hopefully, I'm hoping I'll set it up in World Builder.
I still don't see the new items on it though.
Combat tab.
Oh, on combat. Oh, I got it. I was looking for. Great, thank you. Huh.
Where do you note in here that we actually bought 2 reload? One, the first one.
He has, yeah.
I've just put it on the notes tab for you guys. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so you're World Builder, tunnel station should be in here, I think. No, did I not put tunnel station in there?
Can we go shopping on tunnel station?
Yeah, that's what I was going to look up. Obviously, I put the World Builder in, which should give you lots of useful information. But okay, so player's guide, or is it in the GM's guide? Tunnel station in the gazetteer. I want to look up. Marshall's background gazetteer.
Don't forget that being dual linked, those weapons get +2 damage as well.
Oh, did I forget to put that. Did I forget to add that in when I modified the damage? Thank you. Because you get +1.
Oh, you can't. You can't open the reckless from the party inventory. Huh.
Actually, I forgot to check the AP of medium.
There's a module out there that allows you to have vehicles and put stuff on it.
V6.
It should be AP6 now, shouldn't they? Yeah, thank you.
No, you just got the shortcut that you should just put the shortcut on your hotbar, and then you can find the ship whenever you want.
Okay, I got it.
Or
Thank
you just go if you go vehicles and change it from all to uncategorized, you should see it there because the reckless should be shared as well. But yeah, shortcut's the easiest way to do it because that's your ship.
Vehicles.
Okay.
Where do you find vehicles?
If I close everything up under campaign on the right hand side.
Okay. Got it.
Campaign second from the bottom on my list, but it might not be on yours. Tunnel Station uses large gravity drives to generate artificial gravity equivalent to approximately half a G. To possibly prevent disastrous interaction between generators and nearby spaceships, the station inflicts a strict no gravity drive policy within local space, out to about 50,000 miles. Okay, you happen to know that Hellstrom Industries have a... Well, actually, if anyone's ever played Elite Dangerous, my gut feeling is Hellstrom Industries have the same sort of level of tolerance as the space stations do in Elite Dangerous for breaking the law, i.e. they blow you up.
Yeah, or if you don't land on a landing pad in time.
Yes. Or you.
Well, sorry, you are in violation of landing. You're destroyed.
Did you hear about the guy who? I can't remember what he was protesting, but he used a hack to make his ship invulnerable and parked his beluga sideways in the slot.
How annoying is that?
So he was just blocking. He got banned, but he got banned. But the whole point, he was complaining about the fact that people could easily hack Elite Dangerous. So he blocked the slot for 4 hours on one of the busiest stations in the game, so no one could get in and out. Anyway, this also contributes yeah. There is a fear level on Tunnel Station, and what I wanted to check is you only get to go to a specific bit of Tunnel Station as civilians, which I haven't put. Gazetteer, faraway system. Tunnel Station, here we go. Tunnel Station is the largest man-made habitat in the dark. Visitors to the station are usually restricted to a small part known as Portal. Well, this is a welcome centre for colonists and tourists. Well, it was a welcome centre for colonists and tourists alike. Now, Portal's converted into a commercial port to accommodate the trade ships from Banshee, the Belt, as well as serving temporary housing for visitors and customers of the shipyard. So, yeah, you can go shopping in the Tunnel Station. Is there anything you wish to buy?
All kinds of stuff. It's what can I afford and what... I mean, this is Tunnel Station and not Banshee, so what's available here? Is there limitations?
Availability... Okay, so adventuring gear doesn't apply because it doesn't have actually, yeah, that's the point. You have to do it. I do wish you could easily filter out equipment you're not supposed to have, but if you go on the gear tab, which gets you that, I will say Tunnel Station... everything, being it's Hellstrom Industries, everything's available.
Can I recommend that everybody get a med chip?
I'm going to recommend that I get me a melee weapon because we were severely disadvantaged the last time around, and I ain't forgetting that real quick.
Okay, a med chip on Tunnel Station will cost is basically a Hellstrom Industries standard and costs 600 credits, not the 500 listed. So you need to tell me what you want to buy. I'll tell you the price, but obviously they will mark it up.
If you don't have one, I'm going to buy one. But if you don't have one, and then whenever I do a healing roll on, you need to tell me that you have one because
you can just put it in effect on the item, and that'll fix it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So I was thinking about putting in effects, but then it disappears. So can you put it in?
If you actually equip it as an item. So
where it says this small chip is implanted at the blah blah blah, you put in healing +2 in square brackets, and that's done as soon as you equip it.
You have to put it in add healing. Right.
Put it on there, it's done. If you try healing on me, you can get +2.
How much would a molecular sword on the station cost?
And you unlock it once you've got it equipped, and when you bought it, and you put it in the box where it says this small chip is implanted at the base of the skull. You just put the helium +2 in there, and then when you equip it with the little T-shirt that shows you're wearing it, the effect appears, and whoever heals you gets. Is it what's it? Is it healing? What is it?
I think it's at healing. You have to add in at healing.
It'd be at healing.
Where do you?
Because it's
because it's when somebody uses it at you.
Where do you do that?
just in the description.
On your character sheet?
At the bottom, I put it after recycled goods. Sorry, ignore what I just put. It should be. All you need
You put
to
it
do
anywhere
is-
in there, can't you?
You can put it anywhere you like, but all you need to do is have that in the description at healing +2, and then you must remember to equip it. And then when anyone does a healing roll on you, it will do a +2 bonus. Sorry, what were you asking about?
I remembered how disadvantaged we were with no melee weapons, and so I want to know how much a molecular sword would cost.
A molecular sword. Okay, that would be under.
Besides, my granddaddy used to tell me stories about pirates back on Earth, and that sounds so cool.
Well, actually,
100.
you can get actually molecular swords. I think they're standard. I don't think they're standard. That's standard suede gear, unfortunately.
It's listed under because I go specifically to the module that we're in.
Stuck a picture. I've stuck a screenshot in the Deadlands Lost Colony chat for the.
I went to human hand
Medichip.
weapons, and I can't see a molecular sword.
Medichip. Let's see.
Now, Doc, I presume you have a chip reader.
I do.
Okay.
I bought it last time we went shopping. So
Yeah, futuristic weapon.
100.
Basically, anything that doesn't have an availability, any weapon that doesn't have an availability next to it isn't available in Deadlands. So molecular swords are from Suede. They're not available in Deadlands. You can't have laser swords, molecular swords, or molecular knives. But you can get a laser cutter large, a volt knife, a machete, or a chainsaw. That does strike me as very little equipment. I'm going to check that.
Yeah, I'd like the laser cutter because of what I do, but on the other hand, those are awful damned heavy.
Let's have a look. Where's gear? It does strike me as a very small equipment list. That.
I am going to try this out. Let me see. You are open up the party sheet. Nope. Open up combat tracker. And I'm going to target Himini.
Yep. So basically, yeah.
Roll heal and see what happens.
I can't target you for whatever reason. So let me just drop.
Let me do that. There you go. Try now.
Okay. Ooby dooby doo, la da 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 da, shooby dooby doo.
It didn't work, but anyway, that's annoying.
Yeah. Hey, would it be worth getting night goggles in case we run into those shadowy things again? What do you guys think? Or maybe get one pair.
Okay, so I do have to make it a permanent effect on you guys. That's okay. Did everyone?
What about just trying the other?
At healing, I mean healing +2 works when you're doing healing, but yeah,
Try healing me now. See what happens.
No, it's when basically I wasn't sure. Equipment, I don't think equipment picks up when it's other people affecting you unless it's an effect. The modifier will only apply if you're doing healing. So I'm gonna have to make it an effect.
That's what I wondered.
Yeah, which is okay.
Or can you make it?
You can create effects that don't expire. So try healing. Oh, hang on.
How do you create an effect that doesn't expire? Just out of curiosity.
Just don't put an expiry date on it. You just go through the options until it's got no.
I'll show you in a sec. Hang on. Where's your healing?
And that lasts even if the combat tracker's closed.
That's the problem. Healing doesn't. Effects only work if. Why did I? I'm going. Where's the healing skill? And I'm on the wrong person.
So can you put it in abilities?
I don't think you can do modifiers to healing as an effect. Look, I've even done it as an effect, and it didn't pick up on it.
Do we need to ask you for the price of things, or is it the
Yeah,
listed
you need to
price?
ask me the price of stuff. Okay, you're just if everyone's got a. Did everyone buy a healing chip? That's the easiest thing to say.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Doc,
Yes.
just put in a +2 modifier in your healing because you're healing people with Betty chips. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
Well, a sub skill with med chip, and then make it +4 in it. Yeah.
You can't do sub skills on. Can you do sub skill? I don't think you could do sub skills. You'd have to create a new skill.
You can do it on powers. Yeah, you can have sub powers.
On
Yeah.
powers you can, but not on skills. So sorry, Jinx, what were you after buying?
He can make his own version of the power, can't he? Yeah.
Yeah. But
All those things
not a
are-
power, it's a skill. Sorry, you were saying.
Can make another power called healing
Not
with
you.
chip or
Talking to
something.
Jinx. Shush. What? Night vision goggles. 1,200.
And what about digital binoculars?
Sorry, Jimmy. I didn't mean that to count as 300.
No, it's all right, mate. I know what you meant. I was talking. It's just okay. I'm not upset. Don't worry. But he's sitting there asking patiently, and we're all just talking over him. He wants night vision goggles, okay?
Yeah. Digital night vision goggles. If anyone wants to buy them, they're 1,200. Digital binoculars are 300. Because you're getting the Hellstrom. These ones are all stamped and made by Hellstrom Industries. They're no better than anyone else's. You're just paying for the name.
Yep. Support the apocalypse. Trauma kits, spray skin, solar charger, talk suits.
Trauma pack 600. Spray skin 300. What was the last one?
Talk suits and solar charger.
I can't see the suits. Oh, is that armor?
They're under armor.
Okay. Armor. Human armor. Tox suits 400.
217.
Anyone else?
Yeah, you said I can have a machete.
Laser
Yep.
sights if they don't already.
Machete 25 credits. Sorry, Jinx, I didn't catch that.
I would suggest some of the shooty guys getting laser sights if they don't already, and then the solar charger.
That's weapon modifications, isn't it? Laser
Can you
sights.
put a laser sight on a shotgun?
Technically, yes. Believe it or not. I can't see the modifications for laser sights.
It's going to be under gear. It's not under weapon
Oh,
modification.
firearm accessories. That's it. Yeah, yeah. +1 shooting at medium range. That's what all the laser sight gives you. A +1 bonus.
No,
at
it's
medium
short,
range.
medium range.
At both
Short
short
and
and
mediums. Yeah, sorry, short, medium range. Sorry, I misread that. Means the shotgun's +3 to hit it. Meets short and medium range. That's quite nice. I don't know the way to program that one in. I think there is a way, but I can't remember how you do it. So a laser sight will cost you 300, and a solar charger will cost you 1,200.
Now there's what, 6 of us, 7 of us?
7 all told if Deckard was with us, yes.
I'm going to suggest everyone buys a tox suit since we do have space suits, although if anyone wants an armored one, they might want to do that. I can't wear armored spacesuits, I don't think.
I think anyone can wear an armored spacesuit, you know.
Has a minimum strength of D6.
Oh,
I
it
suppose
doesn't
I could
stop
wear
you.
one.
It doesn't stop you wearing it. It just means you find it restrictive.
Yeah, so armored spacesuit initially 2,500.
3,000.
I didn't even see that on the list. Where's
It's
In
under
armor.
armor.
Oh, it's in a different category. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So we need to buy armored spacesuits? Is that the official thing?
Need to, but it would help.
So you said 3,000 for the spacesuit, for armored spacesuits.
yes, and what did I think I said 500 for the tox suits, didn't I?
Okay, now I'm gonna probably be going.
Which are
to
we
like-
getting?
Well, there's an argument for one or t'other, I suppose. I mean, it's up to you which way you want to go. I mean, a tox suit is airtight, but obviously doesn't protect you in space, but it does give you +2 armor. So the argument would be if you've got a spacesuit, you possibly don't need a tox suit, but then you'll be wearing a spacesuit on a planet. But, so what? It's up to you guys.
How much is a tox suit? Free?
500.
Wow, that must be the one to get because that's a heavy premium. Either that or it's super high quality.
Some Industries, +2 armor for the entire body.
It didn't drag out.
You got to drag it to
It doesn't.
armor. You can't drag it to inventory.
To armor.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Fancy Grounds wants weapons on the weapons tab and armor on the armor tab. You know what I mean? It makes sense logically, but you think, oh, it's equipment. I'll just drag it to equipment, and then you know what I mean. But yeah, it's a computer. It doesn't work.
I'm not finding reloads for like the 9mm and the
ammunition.
It's ammo. Yeah, it's under.
It's probably on the gear tab. It's probably in the. It's probably not a table. Equipment.
Did you say we got an advance as well? Did you?
No, I didn't say you got an advance as well. Nice try.
We're just checking. Yeah, I might have missed it.
Sparrow 2 tanks. They're 50.
100 then.
Linda downloaded a bunch of relaxing videos to make up for the terrifying mission.
It's an awful.
Will you get kicked out of the House of Commons for them relaxing videos?
Not those kinds of videos. Rom-coms.
Included in that is an old interesting some shots from an old British TV series called Poldark, and it has this guy in a field with a scythe but shirtless. So all the women seem to like it, but you just find it terrifying.
Well, okay,
I don't download that one.
The 9mm ammo, it says 30 per 25, and I would want to get 2 more.
So that will cost you $40 per 25 on here.
Do they have any tennis for sale here?
No. I would say that's the only limitation. No.
I can't add the armor.
You got to drag it to the armor.
It just wiped out all my money.
Okay, I knew that. Shut up.
Yeah, I was just checking if you knew. Thought you might have.
I know how much I had. It's just like I was pushing 2 wrong things. And then for the magazines for the M21.
The M21 is 5.56 millimeters, so that will cost you 50.
50 per. So I want 2 more of those. So okay. So that's okay.
Do they have any damnations for sale?
They most, like I said, it's Hellstrom Industries. They have everything for sale. It's just marked up.
Well, but it's specifically for their Marines, and so I wasn't sure if they would actually allow.
Point taken. That is a fair point. I would say you could probably find. Obviously, this area here is the bit that's open to the public. I'm sure a bit of asking around might find you someone who can probably get hold of one for you.
Are we talking black market stuff?
Very much so.
Why don't you ask the lady who was well pleased on our last mission?
Well, she probably won't be able to give you stuff that's only issued.
Let me know, because I got the black market.
No, I'll take it back. It only says it's standard issue for them. It doesn't say it's limited to them in the description, does it? It just says standard assault rifle for HI Marines, and obviously this is commerce, and it's on the list there. It's rated rare. We're here. You can have so you don't need to go black market. Actually, take that back. The Hellstrom Industries will happily sell you a damnation with one complete full magazine for 900 credits.
Okay, how much would they buy my M21 for?
50.
Okay. And then of course I'll need a whole buttload of ammo for it.
Which is 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter is. What did I
It's
say?
caseless.
It's caseless, yeah, 10 millimeter. Oh,
It's
caseless
$5
rounds.
a round? Am I
$5
seeing
a
that
round.
right?
Yes. Are you sure you
know
want
what?
it?
Never mind. Good
No,
grief.
exactly.
Do we all have comm links? Should we all
The
get comm
palm,
links?
the palm quarters cover that.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Yeah, the palm quarters can be used as comm links, but yeah.
But
And
we got to pull them out and speak
the
into
comm
them.
links can be, yeah. Palm quarters can act as comm links, but a comm link you can wear in the air, whereas a palm quarter you have to hold to use. That's the
All
difference.
right, how much are comm links then?
150.
All right, now considering that we're probably going to be buying in bulk some of these things, I go find the ones that would be selling in bulk and try to negotiate our price down.
You could most certainly see how persuasive you can be. Yeah, sure.
All right.
Can you share the gear page again? I already closed it. I didn't realize I had anything else to buy. Thank you.
That's okay. I think Jinx is doing a sale on behalf of all of you. 7 comlinks will 7 comlinks will cost you. Okay.
No, this is in bulk. The armored space suits, the tox suits, the trauma kits, the.
I think everyone might be buying them themselves already.
Yeah, any of that we need, we'd each have a choice about whether we want to buy it for ourselves or not.
What you can do, Jinx, if you want, is you can try and negotiate in bulk for med supplies, like the spray skin and the trauma packs and the med packs.
I'm assuming everyone was going for the armored spacesuits because they're too useful not to get.
I've already got one.
I've got one.
You talk about the tox
I had
suits?
to buy one.
Got an armored spacesuit and a tox suit, which
you-
we'll store on the ship if we as we need.
Jinx, you can get will say with your current persuasion roll, you can get 7 comlinks for 700 credits.
For what?
700 credits.
So the comm links just went down by 50 apiece.
Because of his
Can each get a comm link and
he found someone if he buys 5 or more, he can get about 100 a pop.
Okay, then I'll put in the 100 for mine and take mine.
Because I'm also looking at several trauma kits, couple of spray suits, spray skin things.
Okay. Well, medical supplies, you'll have to go elsewhere and see how persuasive you can be over there, which is fine. You can go to the medical supplies area, see how persuasive you are over there. Quite happy to have a nice shopping session. Oh, okay. He's getting the rats. Okay. 14. That's impressive. Okay, that's 2 raises. Okay, what you after from medical supplies? And how many are you after?
We're getting the med chips. Probably get a med scanner. And several.
I think we all got our own med chips already and paid.
Yeah, but okay. Everyone basically give yourselves 150 credits back because Jinx is going to negotiate a good deal on the med chips.
Excellent.
How much back?
150.
Okay, so he's if he get your 150 back, he's got a deal where he's buying 7 med chips for 525 credits. What else did you want?
Metascanner to go with it. At least a couple of trauma kits and some spray skin things.
I think the doc's already got a scanner, but obviously you can get you can get another scanner if you want a backup scanner. It's up to you. Or was it the med board you wanted actually?
Yeah, I did want the med board.
Okay. So I'll give you a med board instead of a med scanner. Okay, so
emergency stretcher. And one thing I do want to do before I forget is try and lower the fear level.
Okay, you'll get a med board for 1125, and you were after
Nice.
trauma kits as well, weren't you? How many did you want?
They're only good for one thing, so probably they're initially 600. At least 5, maybe 10, depending on what deal I can
Okay,
get.
10 trauma kits for 3,000 if you want them.
I'll take that.
What else?
Who's paying for all this? Right.
Well, I'm just. This is the deal he's negotiating. I'm then going to.
That's
do
fine.
the subs at the end. Yeah.
Okay.
Spray skin, only 5 of those because they got multiple uses.
750 for 5 spray skins.
How much was the med board? I missed that.
The med board was 1125.
Oh no, okay, I did write that down then.
Okay,
What was this? What was the 150 savings for the meta chip? Was that what I picked up? 150 back for meta chips?
yeah, 150 back because instead of you buying them individually, Jinx is off doing a deal at the moment.
So it originally cost 600, and then it
Originally
ended up costing 450.
It originally cost you 150, but he's going to get a deal.
600, and then his deal was 450.
No, you got it was sorry 600. Yes, Medichips. Yeah, sorry, he got 525 a chip, didn't he? I think.
And that's save 75, not 150, right?
Sorry, hang on. I've got myself confused now. The what was the 1125 was the Medi board. The 3,000.
The meta chip.
The Medi
was
board.
150. I just don't think we say.
I don't think he's done the Medi chip yet. Have you? 525.
No, we did. We did the meta chip. You refunded 150.
Oh yeah, 75. 525 is 7 Medi chips.
75.
Yeah. Actually, no. Sorry, I got the wrong price on the Medi chips there. Let me work that one out again properly. Sorry.
450 then per meta chip.
375. He was getting them at 375 a med chip, so it was actually 265.
Oh.
Sorry, my mistake. I got
So 375. So we end up saving 225.
Yeah. So
per chip.
Yeah.
Another 75.
Yeah. Sorry, another 75 back for your med chip. Okay. So, but yeah, so the med chip's done. Yeah. So all you need there is 750 plus 3,000 plus 1125 for all your medical supplies. So that all comes in at 4,875. However you want to spend that, pay for that, and that gets you 1 times med board.
Oh. And that's what? Just divide that by 7, and I'll kick in 1/7.
I lost my.
Oh wait. Okay. But I already paid for my med chip too.
You get 150 back for that. No, you don't.
Yeah. I
225.
225 back.
Yeah, I got that back, but that's not included in this 4,000 total, right?
This new total will basically buy everyone's med chips for them. So if you want to split it down the middle, if you pay 700 each, that's your deal. You get, and what you're going to get for that is 1 med board, 7 D chips, 10 trauma packs, wasn't it?
10 trauma packs, 5 things of spray skin.
5 spray skin.
And how much?
700 credits each gets you that lot.
So already paid 375 toward the meta chip, so another 325 to contribute.
I trust you. Go for it.
Okay.
I will set up a shop one day.
325.
Characters.
325.
Deckard. Inventory. Let's take 700 off him.
517. Okay, I've done it.
And then there was electronics I was getting. Night vision goggles. Are people going to want that in bulk, or are we getting just 1 or 2?
I purchased night vision goggles, so that'd be 1. Linda did. and also digital
I
binoculars.
was thinking about getting some night vision goggles, but yeah.
Why?
I was still thinking about it. To have an inventory, we should have just some inventory that's on the ship. I suppose we use the party inventory for that, can't we?
Yes, you could use the party inventory for stuff that's on the ship.
We're not going to be walking around with a med board everywhere we go, are we, until we...
No, so I'll put the med board in the party inventory. There we go. I shall also put, because obviously people can share them out.
Oh, back at the suits. I would have wanted. No, we didn't do suits. Sorry.
Is it possible to get an expanded magazine for the M21?
Yeah. Doesn't look like it, does it? Bandolier, holster, laser sight, rifle scope. I'm afraid... No. 30 round mags, it would appear, sorry.
Yeah, one round of full auto, and you're almost got an empty mag. Is why I was asking.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, to be honest, most of the time I'd be more inclined to say 3 round burst than full auto. To be honest, because unless you've got rock and roll, do you know what I mean?
Oh, I understand. Yeah, I was thinking for in the future type of thing.
Fire.
Yeah, but
What about Ghost Rock and Roll?
Okay, I kind of figured it out.
Okay.
See how that looks.
Yeah, that looks good.
So,
yeah,
it just, if I use it on somebody that doesn't have the med scanner, you'll have to take it out. Sorry.
That's fine. It's absolutely fine.
So electronics.
Electronics. What are you after?
Solar charger. And however many night vision goggles people were picking up.
Okay, how persuasive can you be?
I rolled a 4.
Yes, you did. I didn't notice that. Okay, that means you will get them at the list. You will be able to buy them at this price.
Buy them at what?
So you talked him out of the markup, so you can buy them at the price listed. So solid charges are 1,000 each.
Okay.
And the same with the night visions.
I'm sorry. What the night vision are 1,000, and what was also 1,000?
Solar charges.
Solar charger. I'm picking up a solar charger for batteries.
It's a shame you can't tie in those rolls if they have.
Probably should buy in batteries too, just on the off case.
Batteries would make sense.
And a solar power charger.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm buying is a solar power charger. I'm just figuring probably ought to buy spare batteries. So
I'm just going to borrow your solar charger.
Batteries
what size batteries do we need for these things?
Oh, yeah, batteries they are. Yeah, it depends on your equipment. It will tell you.
The solar charger I'm planning to be like the med board. It's party equipment, not personal equipment.
Solar charger added to the party sheet inventory.
Nice.
Small battery lasts for 50 hours. We can recharge the batteries, right? Or are these throwaway batteries?
They're rechargeable, but you have to have a power source to charge them. Solar chargers for doing it out in the field. I'll buy two large batteries, 2 medium batteries, and 4 small batteries.
Okay, you get them at this price because that's all. I'm going to treat that as electronics. Are you putting those in the party sheet or are they personal?
Party sheet. I have. People can grab them.
Was that 4 large batteries? You say?
2 large batteries, 2 medium batteries, 4 small batteries. Small batteries seem to be more
More
needed.
useful.
Yeah.
The night vision goggles don't appear to use batteries.
No,
Yes.
but our Volt knives do.
Okay.
Logically, they must do, but yes, they don't say it. So
It's small batteries got 20 charges for the Volt knives. I haven't used it 20 times before being able to ever like recharge it at the ship, so it's not been an issue. But critical failures and stuff like that.
I assume night vision goggles assume that they hold a charge for for long enough, and you recharge them. I mean, we'll assume that's how they work.
Digital binoculars require small battery. Let's kick that up to 8 small batteries.
8 small batteries it is. Basically, from my perspective, all you need to do. I'm not going to worry too much about the recharging unless you're out in the field for a very long time.
I'm more thinking critical failures. Like if I roll a critical failure with my Volt knife to.
Yes, I completely understand. So I'm going to say what you do need to do is actually. Oh, Jimmy's just disconnected. What you do need to do, I think, is you will need to work out how many batteries you need to carry for your equipment and make sure you've got at least one of each. I will say that is a stipulation. I might have to be cruel and go through your character sheets and work that out. But you want to have at least one battery for each piece of equipment that needs a battery, and then obviously, as was pointed out, you might have issues with critical failure, so you may need to.
So the cost of the batteries is what? The same as the listed, or
if you basically with Jinx when he buys him, you can buy him at this price because he's got a sweet deal.
Now. Yeah.
Okay.
So large is 100, mediums are 50, which will need 1 for the med board. Smalls are 25. I'm trying to. I don't know what all equipment other people have, so they'll have to check them. I'm looking to see if there's anything that needs to be other batteries.
What does the laser sword use?
Medium battery.
Buy laser sword. Oh, sorry.
Laser cutter large.
Laser cutter large uses medium batteries. Laser swords don't exist. This isn't Star Wars.
50.
I know they're listed on the item sheet, but that's the standard Suede equipment. Unfortunately, they don't have anything that doesn't have an availability next to it. Isn't available in Deadlands.
So the only handheld weapon we can buy that's futuristic is the Volt knife.
Apparently, yeah. It's an interestingly small list of equipment. I thought, but
right.
We're cut off from Earth, etc. So
exactly.
Some of it would make sense.
Yeah.
And now Earth has been destroyed, and this is probably the first anybody on Banshee knows why the tunnel is no longer there.
Has Earth been destroyed? It's just doing the hell on Earth thing right now.
Well, what you just saw on that footage was shots of basically World War III and the aftermath.
Right. Okay. I'm asking out of character.
Out of character. Yeah. I mean, technically speaking, it is Hell on Earth is going on. The Hell on Earth campaign is happening on Earth at the same time as the Deadlands Lost Colony campaign is happening. If that makes sense. Basically, World War III kicks off. And that's what that's why the tunnel collapses, and so when World War III happens on Earth is when Deadlands Lost Colony Banshee becomes a lost colony cut off from Earth, basically.
And Hellstrom is completely innocent in all of this.
Indeed, and likewise, also if you want your backstory notice, basically World War III kicks off on Earth. The Unity travels back to Banshee, and takes all the Psychers back for the war. Not all the Psychers go, but a lot of them do. Obviously, we're talking about the Earthborn Psychers, not the Banshee-born Psychers. So most of the Psychers leave. They weren't like much anyway, because they were sort of basically seen as the working with the expedition force. They all head home on the Unity, and the Unity was never seen again. You now know that it came back and crashed on the literally crashed into Banshee on the second continent and released the Reckoners. But no one else knows the Unity ever came back. As far as most people are concerned, is the Unity left and never returned.
And he never came back.
We're the first ones, other than the people that we were with, to know what actually happened back on Earth with that war they were headed for.
Indeed.
What kind of battery does a
Sorry?
I was going to ask what kind of a battery a force field generator uses. It says it's battery powered, but it doesn't say what kind of battery.
I would say,
and I'm not sure, and I don't see it. I don't see it in the equipment list. I don't think I have an official one. I think I grabbed it when it was just sitting somewhere.
Oh, we probably was that one we got because it was on that ship, wasn't it?
It was early on at some
I'd
point.
say large.
I remember,
Let's
but
call it large. I'm gonna say basically yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say we'll treat it like we'll treat it like the arcane power barrier, and it uses a large battery. The large battery? Does just says. Okay, so let's have a look at the power. I'm going to say barrier. Where's barrier? Barrier costs 2 power points to put it up. To harden it costs an extra power point. To shape the barrier costs another 2. To place 1 power point, the length and height of the barrier doubles. So it defaults at creating a 5-inch long, 1-inch tall barrier of immovable material. So what I'm going to say is, if we use the barrier power and say a large battery provides, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Say a large battery provides 10 power points for your force field, and we'll treat it as using the barrier, if that makes sense.
I'll say it makes sense.
So if you look at what I'm trying to say, so if you look at the barrier power, it will so if you assume basically you need a large battery to activate the force field, so switching it on to create a 5-inch by 1-inch barrier will cost 2 charges of the 10 charges in the battery. Yeah. If you want it to cause damage, it will. If you want it to cause damage, it will cost another charge. If you want it to be hardened, it costs another charge. If you want to shape it, it will cost 2 charges, and if you want to double it, do you see what I mean? That's what.
Yes.
So you could choose how to configure your barrier, but you've got 10 power points to spend, and once they run out, the barrier goes down. So you can either set it up and then obviously spend the power point every 5 rounds to keep it going once you've paid the initial cost. And logically speaking, you can't change battery. You could. If you've got more than one battery, I may allow some sort of clever repair roll to swap batteries without the force field going down. I think that's the easiest way to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, Morgana probably would MacGyver up just linking the batteries.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds like we could use more large batteries, so let's make it 4 large, 4 medium, and the 8 small, which will come out to 1,000 altogether.
Okay. What each? Or title?
Now that I've added all this random stuff, my encumbrance has gone from 7 to 67.
If it's for the party, throw it in the party sheet. We'll carry it on
it's
the
got to
ship.
be armor. The armor weighs a lot. That's what's going on. It's all on the armor.
Yeah, that talk suit is heavy.
So what you do is you just unequip it, so it's got an empty box next to it, and then you put it on when you need it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
You are
Done.
still
I'm back within
You're
limits.
still encumbered by £1 for the record.
Well, my strength is enough. My encumbrance is 80, and I've got 78. So yeah, I'm like almost encumbered as well.
So I think I need to buy up my strength.
If somehow I get an advance, I might put my strength up a little bit.
I would point out, Doc, you do have an unspent advance.
I think I bought command.
Oh, okay. You just haven't filled it in. Okay, yep, looks like you did.
Okay.
So that said, though, I couldn't buy up my strength anyway. I got to wait till I'm.
Yeah, you got to wait till you're right because I hadn't noticed you had agility. Yeah, but that's fine.
We're at 4 advances, right?
Right, and we're getting ready.
9 in advance. Oh, hang on, yeah. I'm
As
at 9.
as we lower the fear level, we're going to have an advance.
Okay.
Don't believe me. Don't believe me.
Hang on. I am very confused. Oh,
My
maybe.
thoughts are
Okay, hang on. I don't get how people are on different levels of advances.
I have Veteran of the Old West, and so does Hickam.
Yeah, but I don't work out how one of you's got 2 more advances. So you, as far as I work out, actually, I think Doc, you're missing advances.
Am I?
Because Veteran of the Way Out West means you should be.
You should be on 9 now.
Veteran of the Way Out West.
Oh, 8, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not sure why you're on 9. That's what I can't work out, Himini. Because as far as I can tell, everyone should have 4 advances, which means in theory, Doc and you should be on 8. So I'm not sure how you've got your 9th, if I'm honest.
We should be on 8.
Because you start on if you took Veteran of the Way Out West, you should have started on 4 advances, and I've given out 4 advances, which means you should.
Everybody should be on 8.
No,
I'm
everyone
on
should be
4.
on 4 except for Doc and Himini. You should be on 8.
Okay.
All I could think of is you might have missed a week. Well, no, you can't. You should have been in the party, so you should have got advance even if you weren't there. I can't work out how Himini's got 1.
I've missed
advance.
no weeks at all, have I?
Yeah, but I can't work out why you got 1 more advance than everyone else.
It's because I'm special.
I think it's pretty easy to work out.
I got a head.
I was just thinking the same thing. There we go.
automatic, so if he had things out of order and it automatically moved one up and forgot to take it off.
Possibly. Anyway, I've fixed it.
Okay, so that's good. So I can bring my strength up, so I'm not huffing and puffing everywhere
so
I
you're not
go.
huffing and puffing all the time. Yeah. Yep, that's much better. You're no longer huffing and puffing. Okay,
Right.
So I think that's a good place. Unless there's any more shopping, I think that's a good place to leave it, Seegers.
Wait. We got to lower the fear level. We got to lower the fear level. Lower the fear level.
Go on. You can attempt to lower the fear level.
I want everybody to contribute so they can get a conviction too. So.
Sorry,
I was
Gabriel.
gonna say, didn't someone want something
to
black
lower
market?
the fear level.
I'd like to know what big evil you defeated to justify lowering the fear level first.
Flashers.
Yeah.
Didn't release a video of the destruction of Earth.
But hang on. Sorry. Yes, I know you want to lower the fear level, but let me just get this one straight. You want to tell people that you found the crash ship of the Unity. It had scary monsters in it, and released the Reckoners.
And Earth is destroyed.
Yeah, because we
And
want to
Earth is destroyed.
defeat the unknown. We want to
But-
defeat the unknown. People
No,
are terrified of the unknown, and now
Yes.
everything's known.
Yes, but so what you want to do while sitting on Hellstrom Industries Station is tell the story you were specifically asked not to tell.
No, I thought we were not supposed to tell about the tunnel. We can tell about the ship.
You weren't supposed to tell anything about what happened there. You were asked not to, because telling the story about what happened on the ship and that the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are let loose on Banshee would only play into their hands, because people will be more scared as the tale goes around.
What you do
Communication is a funny thing.
What you do is you tell the story, but rephrase it in such a way to make it sound like something out of the old myths, or I had a dream type thing.
I had a dream.
Make it sound like you're telling them a story about, things are rough on Banshee, but it could be like this, and it's not.
Maybe we tell stories about the fascinating things we found 10 miles out in that direction, so other people can come back with the story.
I think I think you were probably. I know you want the point of convention of it. I think you've got a no-win scenario on telling the story of what you found in the
All
unit.
right. Well, that's fair enough.
However, that doesn't mean you won't get a chance next time because I know what I've got planned for you guys, so it should be fun. In fact, actually, I will end it with a nice little teaser for what happens. Well, I'm just working out the dates while I'm looking as well. The next session is on the 15th of May. You basically get a message from the Colonial Rangers requesting your assistance on a mission. It appears that something strange is happening in a region of Banshee. I'll work out next. I'll work out and we'll retroactively put it in next week. It's quite a remote area, but basically all communication with the area has appeared to be lost, and there are more than one transport shuttle and appears to have crashed. They didn't know until a week after one was a week overdue, and someone staggered out of the area reporting it just fell out of the sky. And they did send in some colonial rangers to investigate, but they've lost all communication, and the police gone out for the heroes of Nemesis to investigate further. And to my mind, that sounds like something
Great.
that
Everybody died last time, so let's send the expendable ones out there.
But it sounds like a perfect opportunity for you guys to go from Doc's point of view. It's the perfect opportunity to go out there, find out what's going on, and tell everyone how you defeated it. So that's where we should leave it. It appears all communications been lost in a sort of an area of Banshee, and they need you guys to go and find out what happened.
Well, thank God we got those communication quarters.
Did someone need need something off the black market? I thought I heard.
Oh no! That was because I misunderstood. I was misunderstood that a certain weaponry was only available to Hellstrom Industries individuals, but then we actually worked out it's really not worth it, even if it wasn't the case. So we shall leave it there. Thanks very much, guys.
Okay. Thank you.
I think we're all nicely equipped going forward, so thanks for that. I'll see you in a fortnight where we'll find out what's going on in the area. I haven't decided yet because I did make notes, but I can't find them. So we shall see you then.
Thank you for all the discounts, all the negotiating on the party's behalf.
That's all your well done negotiating there. That's the whole point of being the face guy. That's what you're there for. So we'll see what happens in a fortnight. Take care, guys. Bye now.